Nobody calls for the.
And Roswell has the ball.
Advance it, but they will get possession. Shane McNabb with the kick recovery.
That was nice. That was a nice pop-up.
Tonight, your Roswell Coyotes take on their crosstown rivals, the Goddard Rockets. Coyote football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Loppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Now, a word from our sponsors.
US. Professional-grade mowers, durable psychic utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Check out some of the Halloween party specials you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select gallons of Blue Ribbon Classics ice cream are $4.98 each, and select bags of Malto Meal breakfast cereals are $3.98 each. In produce, Cat Bob bags of russet potatoes are $2.99 each, and extra large red seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the meat department, family packs of choice beef chuck roast are $5.99 a pound, and Boston butt pork roast are $1.97 a pound. These are just some of the Halloween party specials you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Halloween to everyone as we begin the Clash of the Titans tonight, Roswell versus Goddard. Art Sandoval here with Jeff Lynn for the pregame show. Coach, good evening, sir. How are you tonight?
Great. Doing good.
All right, man. Well, the moment that everybody's been waiting for, the Roswell versus Goddard contest, and it should be an exciting one. 2 versus 4, according to Max Prep's Freeman rankings. Well, first of all, Coach, let's talk about last week's contest before we get into the rivalry game. So tell me about last week's contest. What's your thoughts? Good victory, but tell me pros, cons, and what you wanted to reflect on.
No, it was a good win. I mean, go out there against Mayfield and take care of business. Everybody got in the game. That was good. I'd like for us to be a little bit more consistent on offense and defense, but they did what they had to do. And we talked about it in the pregame. It was probably a trap game. I mean. Yep. You got we just got done playing with Artesia, and then we've got this game this week. So sandwiched right there in the middle is we've got a 2-6 football team coming to the Wool Bowl. So it could have been we could have taken them lightly. We could have not done what we're supposed to do. But they went out there and took care of business. That's what good teams do, and just a good win for us. I'd like for us to be a little bit more consistency on offense and defense, but hopefully we get that tonight.
I was real surprised, talking about Mayfield, you and I had that pregame interview, and I was, in my mind, I was really expecting a lot of run, trap option, speed option, but the gist of it is they came out throwing. I was really surprised about that, and I don't know if you were or not, but it was really something that really surprised me, but nevertheless, the Roswell Coyotes did get the big victory, and, we move on from there.
Yeah, no, and again, we talked about that in the pregame. Those coaches are you can see they're working really hard trying to put those kids in position to win, and they had some different things for us, and kind of got to us a little bit, but we got it figured out and got it shut down. So good game. So
well, sounds good. Well, welcome to New Mexico High School football week 11, and this is the last game of the regular season. As I say, this is the second part of the season. You have your non-conference or non-district, and then you have the district play, and then, of course, the playoffs after the fact. But a very, very important game here this evening on Halloween night. Expected crowd is going to be extremely big, and just can't wait to talk about this game. But first and foremost, Coach, one of the things that I want to say is, man, how about those white helmets? Those white helmets that the Roswell Coyotes are wearing tonight is just great. All white, and just the kids are excited, you're excited, I'm excited, the community's excited, and I'm ready to rock and roll. But before we do anything, let's talk a little bit of the rivalry game. The Roswell Coyotes have won 10 contests in a row against the Goddard Rockets. And I know you're not so much necessarily big on rankings and statistics and stuff like that, but how big is this game for this community?
It's big. I mean, it's big. It's it used to be my least favorite game. I didn't really like this game. I mean, it's I think it kind of divides the community a little bit. That's gotten a little better with Coach Bolaños over at Goddard. We're not really at each other's throats anymore, so that's gotten better. But I've always said this. This game should, we're going to go out there and we're going to compete for 4 quarters, and one of us is going to win. But more than that, it's really a celebration of a bunch of kids doing the right things. I mean, they're going to put 100. I mean, there's going to be 120 football players out there who've made their grades, passed drug tests, are good in the community, right? They've done everything they can to get on that field tonight, and they should be applauded for that, whether they win or lose, and then we're going to have 2 bands with 100, 150 kids out there. We're going to have cheerleaders, we're going to have dancers. We're going to have 400 or 500 of the best youth in our community on display, and really this should be a celebration, man. All these kids work hard, and they all deserve the support of our community, and I would hope this game brings people together more than it does divide us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and,
sir. Yes, sir.
I think with Coach Bolaños over at Goddard and kind of the new tone in the rivalry, I think we can do that, and just looking forward to an exciting game, and win or lose, I'm gonna be proud of those kids from Goddard, just like I'm proud of our team.
Wow, well said, Coach. I'm very glad you said that, and just class act as usual. So, Coach, as far as the defense for the Roswell Coyotes, nothing's probably going to change too much. You're probably going to see the same kind of offense for the Goddard Rockets as you've probably seen all year round. I mean, a little bit of everything. I mean, are you prepared for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically our offense. It's been nice this week. We've just, we didn't really have to drop very many cards. We run all those plays that they run, and so we were able just to kind of get in our scout team offenses and just say, hey, run this play, and got a really good look. So this is the defense, or this is the offense that we defend year-round, whether it's spring ball or in fall camp. Like, this is what we're looking at every day. So we got a good feel of what we want to do. I'm sure Coach Bolaños and his staff will come up with some wrinkles for us, and we'll have to adjust to that. But, I feel like our kids have a good understanding of where we want them to fit in the run game. And, we've got to do a good job with their pass game. They've got a big play receiver over there. So we can't give up big plays, and we're going to have to stop the run. And so feel comfortable as I can feel going to this game defensively, knowing that there will be wrinkles.
Anything specific that you want to talk about for, the offense or defense for the Roswell Coyote side? Anything specifically? I mean, it's the last game of the season, Coach. I know you're in the playoffs, so we get that. But is there anything specific that is going to trigger, your offense or even the defense of the side of the ball to basically surprise us, is what I'm trying to say? Is there anything that you want to kind of talk about? I know this is pregame. You can't really
Yeah, no, we'll have some wrinkles, but at this point in the season, you are who you are. You dance with the girl that you
brought here.
Brung you. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to do what we do. And I feel that our kids are best when we simplify things and let them play fast. And so we're going to do what we do, both offensively and defensively. Are there going to be some wrinkles? Are there going to be some? Of course. That's why you watch all that film and you game plan. Yeah. But we are who we are at this point. I think what's really important for us is our kids need to focus for 4 quarters.
Okay.
We go through spurts where we're really, really good, and then we fall asleep sometimes. We went out and put 28 points on Gadsden in the first half. and then we came back the second half and only scored 7. So we kind of fell asleep in that second half. We got to play a focused 4-quarter game against this team to win the game, and that's what we've been talking to them, both offensively and defensively. So let's focus. Let's be on the right side of the emotion, and let's play focused football for 4 quarters.
Okay, talk about the health of the Roswell Coyotes. Everybody seems to be okay?
Yeah. I mean, Kobe Sanchez won't play tonight, our starting wide receiver, but for the most part, we got everybody back. I mean, like I said last week in the pregame, we got some good news on the injury front last week. Jonathan Ellis will be back tonight. He hasn't played in 3 weeks, a linebacker for us, and Danny Chavis-Gonzalez, he hasn't played since the Gadsden game, so he'll be back for us. So we, Isaac Gonzalez will be back for us. So we're getting some people back off of injury at the right time, and so about as healthy as we've been all year tonight. So.
Yeah, just for the public to know, they got the Roswell Daily Record yesterday, Thursday, and of course there was a nice little article about the Roswell Coyotes and the Goddard Rockets. They're still saying that the Roswell Coyotes are still alive, well, and ready to rock and roll, and a much improved Goddard team. But of course, the all-time series record, the Roswell Coyotes with 40 wins, as opposed to the Goddard Rockets of 22 and 3 ties. The total points scored, the Roswell Coyotes 1,326, as opposed to Goddard 1,133. And then, of course, the largest victory margin was the Roswell Coyotes 48 in 1987, and of course in 2007 the same mark, 48 for the Goddard Rockets. And then, of course, the longest winning streak, believe it or not, this is the Roswell Coyotes 11 from the 80s to 89. And of course, Goddard, they said 14 from 2002 to 14. So the rivalries have been pretty good. The Roswell Coyotes have had 12 shutouts, and of course the Goddard Rockets with 8. Coach, you said something earlier. This game is about these young athletes, 120 kids or more that have done the right thing, making the grades, doing what they're supposed to do, go to class, and it's a big deal. But here's my question to you: is how big of a deal is it tonight for our Roswell Coyotes to take on the crosstown rivals? I mean, a lot of these kids are friends, but tonight they're not. Yeah, no, and it's a big game. All these kids know each other. A lot of them went to middle school together. Right. I mean, there's a relationship there with those kids, and it's important. I mean, it's important that they win it. And then, the big picture. I mean, just as far as if we were to lose this game, we could fall to the 5 seed, and we could be playing this time next week. So this is about as big a Roswell Goddard game as I've had since I've been here. I mean, right. Again, if we lose, we could fall to the 5 seed. If we win, we're probably the 2 seed. And you start looking at paths to a state championship. That 2 seed pass probably going to be a little bit easier, a lot easier than that 4 or 5 seed. So, it's real important. This is a real big game. I mean, at the crosstown rivalry, and you've got the whole rivalry part of it. But this has implications for the playoffs and moving forward. And we told our kids on Thursday that this isn't the biggest game we're going to play all year, but it's pretty big. And absolutely, we need to play our best, and we need to play focused football for 4 quarters. I know we're concentrating on tonight's game. I get that, but the playoffs start next week. Is there anything you want to talk about 1 through 12, or anything that you want to have discussion about? No, I just think the strength of our district. Los Alamos is sitting up there, and they're undefeated, and everybody's talking about them. And I mean, but the bottom line is, if Los Alamos, if Deming was in Los Alamos' district, or even Mayfield or Gadsden, those people that are 4, 5, 6 in our district, if those people were in that district, they'd be undefeated too. If they'd have played that schedule, they would be undefeated too. Right. So I hope that when they see that and the coaches submit their input for them, I hope that they really evaluate who the best teams are and seed those people right, because Los Alamos has had chances to play people from our district, and they haven't. Right. And I mean, when your preseason schedule is Pewaukee and Taos and Espanola Valley, and then you look at who Lovington's playing and Hobbs and right. Carlsbad and those people, it's a big difference. Right. I mean, and I hope we're rewarded for that. I hope that the teams in this district are rewarded for the schedules they play and the grind week in, week out this district is. Sounds good. Another last question here, Coach, is you're talking about the crosstown rivals. Coach Bolaños, a good friend of mine, a good friend of yours. Is there anything you want to say about Coach Bolaños? No, he's done a great job, man. I'm super proud of him. I mean, he worked over here with us for 13 years, man.
he was all in from day one, and we're excited to see the growth in that football program and his success. And we root for those guys. I couldn't always say that, I couldn't always say that we rooted for those guys all the time, but with Art being there, I root for him 364 days a year. You know what I'm saying? And
I love it.
And hope that he does well. And Roswell's better when Roswell and Goddard are both good at football, and that's what makes this thing fun and exciting. And a bunch of people will be there tonight, and we just need to keep things in perspective. These are kids playing a kid's game. You know what I'm saying? It's important, but it's not the end of the world. The sun's going to rise tomorrow. So let's go have fun. Let's compete, and let's be proud of these kids. Let's be proud of all the kids, the band kids, the cheerleaders, the dancers, the choir people working the concession stands, the football team, the people who are going to march out the flag, like all that stuff. All that stuff's a part of it. And let's be proud of all those kids and know that we got a good group of kids here in Roswell.
Community event. All right, Coach, anything to your listeners?
Nah, let's go. Let's have some fun, man. We got the game tonight, and then we'll have playoff seeding tomorrow. It's an exciting time of year. The season's over. Seemed like I was, yesterday was July 1st, and we were, just getting going. But
right. Yes,
goes
sir.
fast, and, we're excited about tonight, excited about the opportunity to compete.
Sounds good. Class act, Jeff Lynn, head coach of the Roswell Coyotes. So, Coach, I'm going to let you get back to your team. It's just moments away from kickoff. Just want to thank Tanner Todd, our producer for KSVPTV.com, and the rest of the crew from KSVP TV as well. You can also watch Facebook and YouTube, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. And thank you for listening to the Deion's Pregame Show. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Welcome back to the Roswell Coyote Pregame Show. Now time for your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight.
Hello, my name's Alon Renteria. I'm a junior. I'm a right guard. My parents are Bianca and Sergio Renteria. My favorite subject's English. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is getting 1% better every day.
My name is CJ Kennard. I am a senior. I play guard. My mom and dad are John and Margaret Kennard. I like auto. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is all the memories I've made.
My name is Lucas Englehart. I'm a junior. My position is strong tackle. My parents are Priscilla and Andres Englehart. Favorite subject is science. Favorite thing about being a Coyote.
Welcome back to the
is strong tackle. My parents are Priscilla and Andres Englehart. Favorite subject is science. Favorite thing about being a Coyote.
Baby, let's go.
My name is Jeff Lynn, and I'm the head football coach of the Roswell High School Coyotes. My parents are David and Vicki Lynn. My favorite subject is economics, and my favorite thing about being a Coyote is the community that we have. I love working with these kids. I love the parents. I just love the whole community at Roswell High. The staff, the faculty, the administration. We get behind these kids, and we do our very best for them. So that's my favorite thing. Go Coyotes.
That's your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight for tonight. Pregame show continues right after this.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Coyote Football, KSVPTV.com and 106.5. Roswell's Talk FM, Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, live from the Wool Bowl here in Week 11 of New Mexico High School Football. Good evening, Coach. How are you, sir?
I'm great. One of my favorite games of the whole year is this crosstown rivalry between Roswell and Goddard, going back to 1965, I believe, and yeah, it's just always a good time to look over and see the stands full on the other side, no matter which side you're on. And yeah, it should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, the Roswell Coyotes taking on the crosstown rivals, the Goddard Rockets. The Roswell Coyotes currently 6-3 on the year, 5-1 in district play, and ranked second in the 5A classification. As for the Goddard Rockets are 6-3, 4-2 in district play, and ranked fourth in the 5A classification. So, again, you never know what's going to happen here at the Wool Bowl when you have Roswell Goddard. As most of you know, the Goddard Rockets are the home team, so they will be on the west part of the field, and the Roswell Coyotes will be on the east part as they are the visiting team this evening. The Roswell Coyotes only lost one district game, and that was to the Artesia Bulldogs. And then as far as the Goddard Rockets, losing to Lovington and also Artesia.
Yeah, and it's it's pretty well set. I don't think I didn't look at all the tiebreakers,
right?
But I don't think that the order can change, even if Goddard happens to upset Roswell tonight. I think it's still going to go Artesia, Roswell, Lovington, Goddard.
All right. Well, since you're at it, let's just go straight to our predictions since this is last week of regular season in district play. Coach, I will let you start it off first. We have about 5:20, and then we can go over some
I was talking about the district order, but to me, that's going to be the order also of the state tournament and the four teams with the bye. So Artesia 1, Roswell 2, with Lovington 3, Goddard 4. That is my prediction for the bracket.
Okay.
And if you want to go to the round before that, the first round, we can talk about that too. I had Los Alamos that will come into the tournament 10-0. I have them at number 5, 10-0, and still can't get a bye. but I believe that's how the criteria are going to fall.
Okay.
I have them taking on Valley, who gets the last spot. And then the winner of that would play Goddard. At number 6, I have Gadsden. They'll play Miamura. And these are predictions, folks. This is not for sure.
Yeah, predictions.
And the winner of that to take on Lovington, which would create a Gadsden-Lovington matchup in the quarters. Then I have Belen at 7 taking on Deming at 10, which should be pretty competitive. In fact, I have Deming beating Belen as the 10th seed, and that would be Roswell's opponent in the quarterfinals would be Deming. Then at the 8, I have Mayfield. At the 9, I have Highland. I have Mayfield beating Highland and then playing Artesia. So that leaves Artesia playing Mayfield, Goddard playing Los Alamos, Lovington playing Gadsden, and and Roswell playing Deming. I see you're missing one there.
Well, I am.
And then I had Roswell winning, Lovington, top 4 seeds winning. And then I had the top 2 seeds winning. I mean, it's not very, but I do have an upset in the championship game. I'll go ahead and take Roswell over Artesia.
All right, real quick, as for me, Coach, I do have the Artesia Bulldogs. As you mentioned, they are going to be the district champions unless something drastic happens. But yes, the Artesia Bulldogs will be the champions. And then I do have the Roswell Coyotes, and this is all predictions. This is nothing set yet until tomorrow night, but the Roswell Coyotes in the number 2 spot. I do have in the 3 spot Lovington, but you and I have a difference of opinion on the 4 seed. And I'm going to tell you why I picked Los Alamos in the 4 spot, because they are 10-0, okay, and they're going to be a district champion. Now, a lot of things could happen differently. If the Roswell Coyotes were to drop the game tonight, then I would end up putting the Goddard Rockets in a different category here. They would probably end up being a 3 seed is what I'm guessing. But as of right now, I'm predicting that the Roswell Coyotes are going to win. And then that will put the Goddard Rockets in the 5 spot. So I have Roswell, Artesia 1, Roswell 2, the Lovington Wildcats 3, the Los Alamos Hilltoppers at 4, being the district champions. Now, with that being said, they have the overall record, district finishes, and potentially the coaches poll. Now, if Goddard can make some noise, things could happen a little bit differently. As far as the 5 seed, I do have Goddard in the 5 seed. And then, of course, we'll just start from the 8 and 9. I have Mayfield versus Highlands, 12 versus 5, Goddard versus Capital, 11 versus 6, Gaston and Valley, and then Deming versus Belen. And then that's what I have as a 7-10. So the final 8, I have Mayfield playing Artesia, Goddard Los Alamos, Gaston Lovington, Deming Roswell High School. Final 4, I think it's going to be the district again. 1, 2, 3, 4, Artesia, Goddard, Lovington, Roswell, and I have the upset, Roswell in the championship versus Artesia.
Yeah, all our picks are the same from the quarterfinals on, I noticed. But, yeah, I just don't think when you look at the final coaches poll, Goddard's already ahead of Los Alamos, so that's why I picked Goddard over Los Alamos.
Well, let me tell you something here, Coach, and you may agree or disagree with me on this, but as far as the coaching poll, let me tell you, here's some of the things that usually happens when it comes down to a situation like this. A lot of coaches try to manipulate, and I hate to say it this way, but I'm going to tell you this. They try to manipulate the system to get themselves in a better ranking situation. But I do feel that in this right here, I think you have to take the Los Alamos Hilltoppers in the final 4, or actually the top 4 starting tomorrow night, just because their overall record and the coaches poll, and of course the algorithm is going to have a lot to do with it. All right, so now the teams, Roswell Coyotes are the visiting team here this evening. They're already on the field await the Goddard Rockets. And, guys, this is a community event by all means, and there's plenty of time to come out and support both these squads, and it's going to be a bloody mess this evening. And you liked that, didn't you? Happy Halloween, everybody. It's October 31st, right at 6:59, and the temperature is 66 degrees.
Yeah, I'll let your bloody mess comment go because it's Halloween.
All right. It is going to be a bloody mess, and I thought you would like that, Coach. That's something we have to throw in there. So, all right. Well, today at school, I'll tell you what, I woke up this morning, drank some coffee, and all I could think about is this game. I couldn't really think about anything at school, really, for the most part. Probably you were the same way, and probably most of this town. But we're here tonight getting ready for this war between the Roswell Coyotes and the Goddard Rockets. And let's just go ahead and start off with the starting lineup, if you don't mind. We'll start out with the offense. I'm not sure if they haven't even went to midfield yet to determine the flip, have they?
They have not.
Okay, so let's just go over the Coyote offense real quick. Number 5, is Colby Sanchez, who will be out this evening. So due to protocol, I believe this protocol, he's going to go ahead and take precaution, take 5 more days off just to take precaution on it.
And it might be Isaac Gonzalez over there starting.
I think that's correct. All right, so left to right, we'll go with number 54, left tackle, 5'10", 260-pound senior will be Isaiah Trujillo. And then the left guard will be the 5'9", 255 junior. That's going to be C.J. Kennard. And then at center this evening, as you know, number 50, Edgar Sotero. He will be classified as a senior. And then Ethan Lopez, the right guard, 5'10", 260, and also classified as a junior. The right tackle will be number 77, Emmanuel Sanchez, junior. And then the tight end will be number 8, Diego Sanchez. As far as the running backs or the offensive side of the ball for the Roswell Coyotes will be number 22, Nathaniel Lujan, senior, and Allen Ingram at the slot back. And number 14, Noah Estrada at 5'10", 175-pound senior. And then, of course, number 17 is the captain quarterback, 6'4", 210-pound senior, Luke Lynn. And as far as the defense for the Roswell Coyotes, we'll go left to right, starting with number 21, Isaiah Aranda, playing corner as he's classified as a senior. Number 15 is David Goman, defensive end senior. Number 53 is Gabriel Villegas, defensive tackle senior. And we'll start out with the right side now. It's going to be number 78, Daniel Borrego. And then Faustino Tarin, defensive end. Number 25 is David Frescas, cornerback. And then as far as the linebackers are concerned this week will be number 11, Joaquin Bolaños at the Sam linebacker position. And number 34 is Jonathan Ellis, who will be back in the lineup playing the Mike linebacker. Cannon Ramage will play the wheel. And as far as the safeties are concerned, number 3, Nicholas Anaya and Kyle Williams, both classified as seniors. That's your starting offense and defense for the Roswell Coyotes this evening. Coach, you have some information for me on the toss?
I do not.
Okay.
I got to looking at scores throughout the state and in the World Series, and I did not see what happened. Both sides cheered after the toss results were so.
Well, we'll get that to you here in a minute. There.
Someone's happy to kick and someone's happy to receive. So.
Another big game tonight in the last regular season of the game is going to be the game between Deming and Gaston. I think that's going to play a big factor and could throw a monkey wrench in this tournament predictions tomorrow, or actually predictions for today. The final bracket will be tomorrow.
Sunday, won't it?
Tomorrow.
Oh.
It will be tomorrow, and we'll get information tomorrow night. At least that's the information I received from Coach Jeff Lynn during our pregame show. So, once again, everything is archived. Thank you for listening to KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. We're also on Facebook and YouTube. And thank you to Tanner Todd, our producer this evening, and the crew from KSVPTV.com. And it looks like the Roswell Coyotes are going to receive it. I assume that the Goddard Rockets won the toss and will defer to the second half.
Yeah, I usually assume that. It doesn't always happen that way, but more often than not.
All right, and here is the kick and the Roswell Coyotes. It will be Rendon Duran on his feet and will finally be brought down at the 36-yard line. And, Coach, I've been waiting for this day all day long.
Well, it should be fun. I'll just say that. It should be fun.
All right, so it's going to be first down and 10 from the 36. 11:53 here left to go in this first quarter. We're here in Roswell, New Mexico at the Wool Bowl. And the quarterback will be Luke Lynn. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. Got 4-man front defensively for the Goddard Rockets. Luke Lynn in pistol formation. 2 receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Luke Lynn will start out passing. He's going to go out to the flat area, and it's going to be caught, and enough for the Coyote first down.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to give him the yardage necessary, and that's a catch by number 22, and that is Nathaniel Lujan.
All right, Coach, the prediction I have for this game, I have the Roswell Coyotes winning 42-21, a final score.
And I have Coyotes winning 42-14.
These are just predictions, ladies and gentlemen, from upstairs, and boom, that's going to be handed off, and we'll lose 1, maybe 2, and there's a flag already.
So the play will stand on this flag, I'm thinking. Isaac Gonzalez, Luis Rodriguez. so they called holding and declined it. Interesting.
Okay, so they declined it, so it will continue to be a first down.
Coach, I think that's a mistake.
Well,
I think you got to back them up there.
So they're still going to say it's going to be first down?
No, second
down.
11.
All right, quick pass. And that's going to be caught by number 4 on Ingram, and a loss.
Yeah, a loss of about 1 on the reception. Seen more of that this year than I remember seeing in a long time.
Yeah, and Coach, that was a little bit dangerous there, too. As far as the snap to Lynn, he got the snap and threw it to the right side, but it was a little bit of a hesitation that could have been detrimental to the Roswell Coyote offense. It's going to be 3rd down and 12. Luke Lynn at quarterback, pistol formation again, will move Noah Estrada to the left side and awaits the snap. In trouble is Lynn, and he escapes it some way, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. And that's the right thing to do. So the Goddard Rockets will hold the Roswell Coyotes. And now we'll bring up a 4th down situation for Jeff Lynn and Anaya.
Coach Bolaños looks like a genius there for declining the holding penalty on 1st down.
All right, 4th down and 12 from the 44. Kyle's working at the right hash. All right, there is going to be the snap, and Anaya with a high kick, but
poor kick.
There's going to be a flag over here, and it might be roughing the passer.
Well, if it is, it's an automatic 1st down. And another flag on the Goddard sideline.
Put your hand down and don't just let it be. And it looks like the Roswell Coyotes might have recovered.
Well, I think they might be saying it was touched by a Goddard player, and I knew it had bounced close to one, but that could be a recovery. That would be a fumble.
And it is going to be a turnover.
And if that's the case, they'll decline the penalty on roughing the kicker.
So it's going to be offense, it's going to be the Roswell Coyote ball. It's going to be empty set now. Trips to the top of your screen. And 2 receivers to the bottom. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 44 left hash for the Roswell Coyotes. So was it roughing the passer, or, well, it doesn't matter.
Well, he indicated that the penalty was declined. I didn't see what he actually called for the penalty, but that's about the only thing you can call back there in that situation.
0-0 is the score here in quarter 1. 10:23 left in quarter 1. Luke Lynn is the quarterback. The only back in the backfield, empty set. Takes the snap. In trouble, and is going to throw it to the end zone!
Oh.
And incomplete off the hands.
Isaac Gonzalez, I believe.
Isaac Gonzalez.
Yeah, he had to reach out with one hand, his only chance to catch it. Thought he might make the circus catch, but couldn't pull it down.
Definitely a tough catch for sure. Definitely would have been an excellent, as you call it, a circus catch.
A pretty good job by Luke to even get it close to where he might be able to catch it. He was under a lot of pressure there and had to let it fly off the back foot and still managed to overthrow him a little bit.
All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 26, score is 0-0. And in the backfield, do we have Rodriguez, or is that Lujan?
I believe it's Rodriguez, 7.
All right, so Luis Rodriguez.
They're going to get delayed.
Whether they called the timeout before the flag. All right, so I think Luke Lynn called the timeout as the field clock expires.
Yeah, they didn't give him a timeout. They marked off the yardage.
So I'm looking over to the sideline. It looks like Coach Lynn is communicating with Luke Lynn. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty?
Yep.
All right, so 2nd down and 15 for the Roswell Coyotes. Working from the left hash, 31. There it is. That's going to be a little toss over to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez has some running room and hit hard.
That's going to pick up about 10.
Yeah, good hard run by Rodriguez.
Number 7, Luis Rodriguez around the left side.
You and I were down on the field earlier, Coach, and I was looking at Benjamin Vera as well. He was kicking some field goals that were, pretty spot on. So we'll see what happens here. Kyle, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, but this is 4-down territory here. They're not kicking from here.
Rolling out to the right side, and this time it's going to be picked off.
see by who. Hard to read those numbers. Number 2, maybe?
Well, that's what it appears to be with number
Jordan
2.
Chavez.
Yeah.
Third interception of the year for Luke Lynn, but it's going to pin the Rockets back inside their 12-yard line, about the 11 there.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of people are predicting, again, as I say, that this first quarter is going to be a bloody mess. It's going to be tight, limited scoring here in quarter 1, and then really in the second half is when people are saying that if things go well in the first half, then the Roswell Coyotes can really dominate. So we'll see. Again, this is not us. This is predictions from coaches around the state.
So maybe a yard on that play. Going to give credit to David Gauman. Some other Coyotes there as well, as we see the Coyote defense for the first time.
All right, so we do still see a lot of people coming in.
They gave him almost 2.5 on that.
All right, so we're going to round that off. So, yeah, 2.5 about. Okay, 2nd and 8 from the 13-yard line. Coach, it's probably going to be Nate Bosca still at quarterback here. Make sure the numbers are real hard to see. And going nowhere, I do see number 32. That's going to be Cannon Ramage with the tackle.
Well, and Brandon Janot as well, right there. And that might be a tackle for loss. It is. So Janot and Ramage combining on a tackle for loss there.
And I believe, Kelly, I think that might be number... You're going to have to help me out there. I didn't bring the binoculars. I should have with the numbers here. I thought I saw number 2.
Jordan Chavez, he plays both ways. He's a wide receiver as well. So.
Well, but at the quarterback position, I thought it was Nate Bosquez, but I could stand corrected. It could have been Grady Gibbs again, too. But let's see here.
And delay.
And it is going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to be on the Goddard Rockets.
So that makes it really tough. You have to back up and throw out of your own end zone now, or run the ball and punt.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know it's Halloween night, but what a community event this really is here for the city of Roswell.
Yeah, and I was worried that it being Halloween that it might affect the crowd, and I think it maybe has, although there's still a very good crowd on both sides.
Roswell Coyotes wearing solid white with red numbers and a beautiful white helmet with a big red R. And there is quarterback in trouble.
First down.
Goddard will have a first down. And coach, that's going to be Nate Bosquez at quarterback. The Goddard Rockets wearing white trousers. And what do you want to call that, Coach? Just a
navy
blue.
Yeah.
Top white helmet and a striped navy blue stripe in the middle part of their helmet. Looks good as well.
Tell you what, even if they wind up punting on this possession, that's a big first down for Goddard as they, backed up into their own end zone and they get the scramble for the first down.
0-0 is the score. 1st and 10 from the 23. Left hash for Goddard. That's going to be handed off. And good hard run.
Ramage tackles Gibbs after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, as Zach Ariano. That's what I have.
Not 12, but 21.
Yes, sir. All right, so Nate Bosquez goes to the huddle quickly. The Goddard Rockets depart the huddle. 2nd down and 7. 0-0 is the score. 6:45 left in quarter 1. There's going to be the fake handoff, and pass was intended for Joshua Castillo. And,
that's just great coverage by Fresquez. I mean, he bumped him at the line to get him off his route, and that was just enough to create a throw that was really not that catchable, but he was right there anyway with the press coverage, and that's just a great job by Frescas. And he's got a tough job tonight because Josiah Castillo is every bit of 6'3". He's fast. He can jump. I mean, he's an excellent football player.
Empty set here for the Goddard Rockets. 3rd and 7 from the 26. Nate Vasquez at quarterback. Looks to the left side. Will throw to the left side. And it's going to be caught. And it's going to be close to the first down.
It's going to be decision time. It's going to be about, boy, they're not going to spot. Okay, yeah, 4th and about.
1,
I guess. 2. Oh, no, 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. And so now this decision time for head coach Art Bolaños. Will he just go hard count, or will he get into a punting situation?
Well, he's got more options than that because I believe Nate Vasquez is the punter as well. He's the kicker, or one of the kickers. But they might go with a quick kick here.
You got 4 seconds left on the field clock. 3 seconds, 2, and he gets it off just in time.
Oh, false start. Now they'll punt it.
Now it's going to be just 1 second on the field clock, and it's going to be a false start on the Goddard Rockets. And now the punting unit will trot onto the field for the Goddard Rockets. All right, 5:49 left here in quarter one. The score remains 0-0. And you hear the Roswell Coyotes saying D up, and now it's going to be 4th and 6 from the 27. The Goddard Rockets in Coyote territory. There is the snap.
Ooh.
And not a very good one. And it's going to take a a rocket bounce.
Oh. And Frescas just got kicked.
Yeah, did you see that?
I did, and so did the officials. That's just
unsportsmanlike there on Goddard.
Yeah, that's terrible. A hat and 3 flags all come out at the same time, and I believe that's Jordan Chavez.
It is.
Yeah.
Taunting.
I thought he kicked him, but maybe it was just gesturing. And he's hearing it from Coach Bolaños now. So it took that Goddard bounce, but it's going to end up netting a 15-yard return on the no return because of the unsportsmanlike.
Well, it took a Goddard Rocket bounce, as we mentioned, and I tell you what, flags all over.
Yeah, just littering the field.
And that's going to be declined. It's going to be first down Coyotes.
Oh,
offsetting.
Well, so I guess we just saw the second, but the officials saw them both.
Yeah, so it might have been, I didn't see the indication. Well, I saw the last indication of the official. I didn't see the first indication. But I'd imagine it could have been unsportsmanlike conduct on both squads. All right, 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes from the 29.
Yeah, still decent field position.
Isaac Gonzalez and Allen Ingram at the bottom of your screen.
Really, neither team able to move the ball on offense so far.
There's a quick pass over to number 6, Isaac Gonzalez. And it's going to be tackled by Jordan Chavez.
So just 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, just 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 31. 0-0 the score from the Wool Bowl. 5 minutes left here in quarter one. Luke Lynn, the quarterback, working from the left hash. You have Nathaniel Lujan at the top of your screen. Lynn awaits the snap. And he's just going to toss that over to Luis Rodriguez. And Rodriguez with some running room at the 40, midfield, and finally brought down at the 42-yard line. So nice hard run by Luis Rodriguez. Coach, it kind of worried me a little bit because the snap was a little, well, it wasn't the best snap it looked like, and then good recovery by Luke Lynn, and then it was late on the toss, but good recovery by Luis Rodriguez. He got positive yardage. 1st and 10 now.
And that's why he's averaging 9 yards a carry. Oh, look, he's got him.
And he's going to
hit him. Had him.
Just a touch more. And I love the call. The pass was to Nathaniel Lujan, who has some speed. And again, sometimes Luke He has such a strong arm.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe another second and maybe even another 2 seconds.
Or just a little more air on it. I mean, it's so tough because he threw that ball 50 yards in the air and with seemingly zero effort.
That's exactly right. All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 44. Luke Lynn will pass again, go to the flat area, and that was going to be overthrown.
Yeah, looking for Lujan again. So that's definitely been the target here with Colby Sanchez out.
All right, so 3rd down and 10. So have to have some positive yardage here. If they can't get a first down, then it's decision time for the Roswell Coyotes. I would anticipate they would try to go for it as they are in Goddard territory.
Yeah, but not very deep. I wouldn't be surprised either way. If there's nothing gained on this now, if they get 5, they'll go for it. If it's incomplete or lose yardage, I think they probably punt.
You and I are in agreement right now. There's the drop play. Good run. And that looks like that's going to be Luis Rodriguez for a first down and more. What a play call by Derek Gomez. And a heck of a run by Luis Rodriguez.
So Luis Rodriguez, who had over 100 last week, has 46 just on those last 2 carries, already up to, well, it's not working, 56.
All right, so now you have Lujan at the top of your screen, and you have number 6, Isaac Gonzalez, at the bottom of your screen. Luis Rodriguez will be the lead blocker for Lynn. Lynn's going to go ahead and take it himself, and will lose about maybe 3.
I think they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, Jim.
You think so?
I do. I'll say no gain on the play.
All right, so no gain.
No gain.
All right. So we'll.
It looked worse than that.
It did. It really did. 2nd down and 10. Now, of course, you know, there was a lot of people around, so I might have saw the wrong player go down. But here comes Luke Lynn as he has a man in motion. Luke Lynn on his feet at the 10-yard line and finally brought down in the end zone. Let's see what the indication is.
I'm going to say the 1-yard line.
All right, so Luke Lynn, good hard run, good block.
I thought he was down at the 6.
Well, I'll have to agree with you again, Coach. That's 2 in a row for us tonight. All right, so the Coyotes are 1st and goal.
Luke Lynn under center.
And why don't you just go ahead and go in yourself? And he does. And Luke Lynn will score. And there is a flag.
So we'll see if it holds up. Offense staying on the field momentarily.
All right, so it's going to be resulting.
I think it's on Goddard.
It is. So you see Ben Vera set to kick the point after touchdown. Well, I'll tell you what set up that play right there was that excellent call by Derek Gomez and an excellent run by Luis Rodriguez on the draw.
I love that delayed draw.
All right, so the result is confirmed. So it will be resulting in the kickoff. Okay, so here it is, 6-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Ben Vera set to kick the extra point. It's going to be up, and it's good. 7-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes here in quarter 1 with 2:58 left. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Take the lead here in this first quarter, 7-0. From 1 yard out was Luke Lynn. And tell you what, as we mentioned earlier, Coach, the delayed draw from Luis Rodriguez helped the Roswell Coyotes get the score first. So here we go. It looks like Ben Vera will be set to kick for the Roswell Coyotes here on Halloween night. And a beautiful, beautiful evening. 66 degrees here and maybe just a slight breeze. I'm sure in the second half it will get a little colder. But I tell you, Coach, I'm looking all around this Wool Bowl. There is cars everywhere.
Yeah, and people still coming in. So this crowd will probably get a little. Now, I want to see a pop-up. I want to see a squib. I want to see a straight-up onside.
I do too.
I mean, you're kicking from their territory.
Yeah, I like to see.
And I actually don't want to see the pop-up that they can fair catch.
Onside.
Just straight onside.
Well, they decided to kick it deep, and that's going to go into the end zone.
I don't like that.
And that's 3 in a row for you and I.
Coach Lynn, I don't like that, sir.
I would have taken the chance to have an onside kick and put the hands team out there and see what you can do.
Or at least a squib, you know, that they can muff or fumble, or you can pin them inside the 10. I mean, I know the 20's not real good starting position, but I think there's a real good chance it could have been a lot better.
Yes, sir. All right, Coyotes do lead here in this first quarter, 7-0 on a 1-yard touchdown rush by Luke Lynn. 2:58 left here in this first quarter. The Roswell Coyotes are the visiting team here tonight, and the Goddard Rockets are the home team. This is the end of the regular season tonight.
Interesting, they have Aranda on this side now on Castillo. Oh, that's going nowhere.
And
that's going nowhere.
A swarm of Coyotes.
Headed by Cannon Ramage, his third tackle already, second tackle for loss already in this one.
Well, Coach, what do you think about our predictions as far as the state tournament is concerned? Are we pretty close? I really didn't pay attention as far as...
I'm really close, yeah. and then you're really close after the first round.
You think so? Well, I tell you what's going to throw a wrench in your bracket.
Don't say Deming winning, because they're not beating Gaston tonight. I don't see it.
No, I'm saying Los Alamos. What's going to tell you what? We have a bet.
They have the softest schedule in 5A football, and the coaches know that.
Yeah, but I think you still have to go ahead and go with it anyway, just because their overall record and wins against district opponents. And I think if you do it correctly, that, you know, if I don't know who the head coach is, but if you do it correctly, you do your job. You politic a little bit. You make your phone calls and you see what you can do to get that first round bye. I know I've done it.
Well, I mean, it's the same two teams going to meet in the second round anyway. It's going to be Goddard and Los Alamos playing in the quarters. It doesn't matter who's the 4 and who's the 5, in my opinion.
Well, and here's the thing. The first, like you said, 5 plays 12, 6 plays 11, 7 plays 10, 8 and 9. So it's going to be interesting. And like I said, and maybe at halftime, just to confirm, I know Jeff was telling me when we did pregame that everything's going to be picked tomorrow night. So we'll, you know, because he was telling me, he goes, if they happen to lose, potentially he could drop to a 5 seed. And I said, no, I don't see that. I think it's set. I think the Coyotes will probably end up having a first-round bye. I'm not necessarily sure if Goddard will. Goddard will have to win to have the first-round bye, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I disagree.
So, all right. I still think Los Alamos will get in there some way, shape, or form, but we'll see. All right, second down and 10. For Goddard, now it's going to be a gain of 2, so it's going to be bring up a third down and 8. We're under 60 seconds. No, I'm sorry, Coach. It's going to be second down and 7 as...
Quick quarter.
Yeah, it really has been, huh? They changed it, so it's going to be a gain of 3. All right, so under 40 seconds now. The quarterback is Nate Vasquez. In trouble, escapes trouble. And now a few Coyotes.
He'll get about half of what he needed there.
So it's going to bring up a third down. And let's see if Coach Bolaños would just wait.
Going to give Ellis the credit for the tackle there. And we won't have another play, it looks like. So how about an update?
Yes, sir.
Dodgers 3, Toronto 1, top of the 5th with 2 outs. Otani just grounded out first.
All right. Well, that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the Coyotes in the lead, 7-0. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
Input.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Coyotes with the lead, 7-0. And, this is why I like doing broadcasts with you, Kelly, is because we agree to disagree, and most of the time I'm right.
Well, I could agree with you, partner, but then we'd both be wrong.
That's right. No, I do see. I think that, did we have at least the top 12 altogether? Does that sound?
No, you have Capital in there. They've got no chance.
I do.
I'm kidding you, partner. Just once again, just my opinion.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. It's a possibility. What do we have Capital ranked this week, Coach?
Capital 11.
And you don't have Capital at all?
Nope.
All right. That's going to be interesting. Let's see what happens on 3rd down and 3 for these Goddard Rockets. And going to be a quick pass over to the left side. It's going to be caught. It's going to be caught by Elijah Valdez.
I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at the New Mexico Preps poll. In the actual Max Preps poll, Capital's 13. So I had Valley staying at 12 and them staying at 13.
And Capital is 14 over here in the coaches poll.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be tough for them.
You're probably right on that, but I'm going to take the gamble. We'll see what happens on 1st and 10 for the Goddard Rockets, and it's going to be handed off. And going nowhere, and it's going to be a loss.
Another tackle for loss, and another one by Cannon Ramage. How about 3 tackles for loss already in this game for Cannon Ramage? 5 tackles total.
And the running back will be number 12, Brady Gibbs, for Goddard.
Now, I'm thinking pass here. They're bringing in the slot back who does a pretty good job for Goddard. That's Josiah Thompson, Jr., slot back, tight end, whatever you want to call him. So look for him in the seam here. But this formation, this down and distance, I'm thinking pass. 2nd
down and 12, and here comes the pass up the middle. It's going to be caught. Noah Lujan. But it's still going to bring up a 4th down situation for Goddard and decision time for Coach Art Bolaños.
Yeah, and he's going to be aggressive here and just go, I think.
Well, I think you have to, Coach. You're the number 4 team in the state of New Mexico. You're playing the Roswell Coyotes. I think that, of course, they're going to try the hard count just to see if they can get them offsides. But I think that, and this is what I like about Bolaños' team right now. He's going to take a chance with 3rd and 2. I said 4, so never mind. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
I thought it was 4th down as well.
I thought so too, but
there's Isaiah Montoya.
Yeah, number 12.
Oh, no, I think it's number 13.
Was it 13? Well, I'm telling you, those numbers are real hard to see.
Ramage with another tackle. Certainly not for a loss, though, is it? Montoya able to get the first down. We think it was Montoya.
And Nate Vasquez now will lead the Goddard Rockets here on 1st and 10 from the 41. We'll call it the middle part of the field here for Goddard. 4-man front defensively for the Coyotes. Reset is Vasquez. Awaits the snap. Shotgun left.
They weren't set.
They sure were not set, but he's going to take a shot to the end zone. And that's going to be caught.
How do you not call motion on that? They're moving at the snap. Lineman.
And Goddard will score on the pass from Vasquez to Josiah Castillo.
Wow. Great throw, great catch. And actually pretty good coverage. But that's what you get with Josiah Castillo. He's tall, he can jump, great hands, great speed. You got to be aware of him on every single play.
All right. The point after touchdown is good. It's all tied up here at Louisville at 7. We're going to take a break. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to smart home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
All right, welcome back. All tied up, 7 apiece. 9 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first half. All right, Coach, what's your thoughts, man?
Well, I got an update from Clovis here.
All right.
Alamogordo 14, Clovis 8. A couple of ranked teams there in the district battle. In the first quarter, it's Artesia 6th ranked Artesia 21, Mayfield 0. And there's also a Farmington score. I thought maybe not. Lovington, no score yet.
All right, here it is. I will give it to Vasquez. A beautiful pass by Vasquez. And, you know, Castillo, just an excellent receiver and an excellent athlete. And so you can't take nothing away from Goddard on that, Coach.
And they needed to call him offsides on the last play. It's a little bit more important than the kickoff here, but that's all right. I don't know how you miss it that obvious. No. I mean, there's an official that's his only job is just stare down the line, make sure nobody moves.
Well, and you're probably right, Coach. I will have to be honest with you. I did not see it. So I was looking down to the north side of the field. But I trust your comment.
We'll watch it.
We'll definitely look at it and see. But I know somebody that will find out for us. Our producer is Tanner Todd. He could
do that.
He can do that for us.
He has that skill set.
All right.
They're offsides again.
Yeah, it was. That time I saw it. On the left side. All right, that's going to be number 6. That's going to be Isaac Gonzalez. Good hard run. And that's not a late hit out of bounds?
Thought it could have been, but he may have held himself up inbounds. Although they're clapping. I don't see a flag, but they're using the pink flags. I guess not.
Yeah, I guess there's no flag. I thought the same thing, Coach. So. All right, so the Coyotes will be 1st and 10 from the 44. 9:06 left in the first half. 7-7 is the score. Luke Glenn at quarterback. It will be shotgun right. Double slot here. And it's going to be a quick pass over the flat area to Isaac Gonzalez. And the catch. It's going to be a catch. So beautiful hit, but an excellent catch by Isaac Gonzalez.
Yeah, good gain on first down. Good job holding on to the ball. I thought maybe that Luke waited a little bit long before releasing that, and that sometimes puts your receivers in jeopardy, but great job holding on to the football on the hard hit.
Well, I thought that earlier. The hesitation, it was just a little too long. I think he needs to wait a little longer when he's throwing the long pass. It might help. All right, there's going to be the toss. Over to number 7, Luis Rodriguez, and that will be enough for another Coyote first down.
And another double-digit carry for Luis Rodriguez. He's already got 4 carries of 10 yards or more in the ball game, 65 yards here as we are not halfway through the second quarter. And there's just no answer for speed like that.
Totally agree with you, Coach. First down and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes, working from that left hash on the 41. Tied up at 7 with 8 minutes left in this first half. Motion by Allen Ingram will set, and there is going to be a quarterback lead for Lynn. Lynn is hard to bring down. He'll gain about, I'll say 3, you might think 4.
I think 3.
But I love what Jeff Lynn's, when I say Jeff Lynn's offense, it's his team, of course, but I love working that short side of the field, come back and throw that dump over here to the right side. We'll see what happens, Coach. Second down and 7. 7-7 is the score. Ball in the 38. So Isaac Gonzalez and Allen Ingram. Ingram at the very bottom of your screen. All right. There is motion again as Noah Estrada gets set at the tight end position. There is Luke Lynn going to look left, in trouble, but escapes trouble and gets hit hard, but will gain.
3 again, maybe?
Yeah, we'll call it 3 yards. So good, hard run by Luke Lynn, and it's going to be hard to bring that young man down. He's 6'4", 215, 220.
Yeah, he's the big kid, and he's not afraid to just put the head down and go. Amen. When he has to. He'll run over people. And we got.
Well, is there a flag on the play?
Face mask.
So it's going to be an automatic first down for the Coyotes due to the penalty. It is going to be called the face mask.
Actually,
on the Goddard Rockets.
I think his hands to the face because they only went 10 yards there. So
okay, his hands to the face. It is reversed. So first and 10 from the 26. Kyle still working the short side of the field. Left hash here is Luke Lynn. Lynn now will go back to the short side with Luis Rodriguez. Rodriguez with some running room and finally brought down at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, not a very good run for him. He only got 8. I'm kidding, folks. Mom, I'm kidding. Rodriguez has been unstoppable today.
All right, second down and 2 from the 18. And here's Luke Lynn again. Hard count, and that's a good thing what he does there. Look at him. He's something special, Coach.
Yeah, tried to get the cheapie first down there.
And there's the pass right there to Noah Estrada. And Estrada down about I'm going to call it the 11, but let's see the spot.
It's more like the 12, so a 6-yard reception for Estrada, his first of the ball game.
All right, so the white hat calls or blows a whistle. I'm not sure what the...
Not sure what.
I don't know what they're calling a first down for.
Well, it's first down.
It is going to be considered a first down. Okay, so first and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes from the 12 now.
They have not started the play clock because the officials are having discussions here. Now we're going to find out what's going on.
There's something.
They're making a Goddard player leave the game for blood.
And that's a heads-up play by the Coyotes. Who is that, Coach? That's Vizcarra? Levi Vizcarra coming out of the game real quick. I don't know if there's a blood on his arm or what the situation might be, but it's first and 10 for the Coyotes.
He's likely to miss a play or two.
And look at Luke Lynn at the 10-5, and he's going to be short. He's going to be about the 2. I don't know if they're going to give him.
I think they'll give him the 1, but it's going to be first and goal at the 1.
All right, so it's going to be about, we'll call it 1.5. We'll call it 1, Coach. So first and goal from the 1.
Something tells me we're going to see that Luke Lynn keeper here again.
Well, who's that, Coach? That quarterback that is leading the Roswell Coyotes in rushing? Not no more?
No, third in rushing.
Oh, third in rushing now.
Got passed by.
Well, but how about that touchdown? All right, it's going to be a touchdown for Luke Lynn from 1 yard out again.
And I'm all for giving your running backs opportunities. But in a situation like that, no exchange, just hand the ball to a guy who's 6'4" and 220.
Yeah.
And just push forward with that offensive line.
Why would you not? All right, here comes Ben Vera. There is the kick. And it is 14-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes with 5:28 left in the first half. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Welcome back to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. 1 yard out again is Luke Lynn. And the score is 14-7. I beg your pardon. I think I said 14-0. I meant to say 14-7. But that's all right.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, you impressed with what you see right now?
Yeah, I really am. I like the way Roswell's moving the ball down the field offensively. Defensively, I'm actually pretty happy with that, too. I mean, you gave up the long pass to Josiah Castillo, but I feel like it was good coverage. I mean, it was just a great play by Josiah Castillo, great throw by Nate Vasquez. I mean, you just got to give credit where it's due. We played the play well. They played it better, and they scored a touchdown.
All right, Ben Vera set to kick for the Roswell Coyotes. 5 to the right, 5 to the left, and he awaits the whistle. And here it comes. The kick, and he will kick it deep. It will be returnable.
From the 10.
And a nice hit, and now the Goddard Rockets will take over.
Yeah, Noah Stinson, special teams ace. And Kyle Mesquita.
I'm just kind of looking at the coaches poll here and my picks here, Coach.
Well, my 1 through 12 went the same as the current Max Preps 1 through 12.
I didn't even look at this until I went straight to this, and that's pretty close to the coaches poll, with the exception of Capital and Los Alamos.
Yeah, and I think Capital has to play Valley tonight. I'll look and see. They don't have much chance of winning tonight.
We shall see. All right, so there's discussion. Looks like the chain is all tangled up there over on the east side. There it is. It's all set now. 1st and 10 for Goddard from the 28.
Yeah, Capital already lost to Belen by a touchdown.
Well, that's really a good read. Look at the tackle on that, though. Oh, no. No, he was holding on to his jersey. Did you see him?
I don't know. That's a lot of extracurricular well out of bounds.
Jonathan Ellis.
The tackle was a 34, Jonathan Ellis. On the play.
Yeah, you hear the whistle. You kind of need to stop. And see, that's where both teams have to be careful of that. That could be detrimental to either team.
Sure.
Personal foul called against the defense.
All right, so it'll be a personal foul on Jonathan Ellis.
That's going to be good for another first down.
So the Coyotes, I beg your pardon, it's going to be rocket ball, 1st and 10 from the 38 now.
I hear what you're saying. He maybe was holding on to him and pulled him down on top of him.
Yes.
That could have been part of it, but I mean,
you still need to be careful with it. There's going to be the touch pass over to Castillo again. be another first down for Goddard.
I'm telling you, I don't think they use him enough. Again, not bad coverage at all. He's just bigger, jumps higher, has good hands. I mean, I think you got to jam him at the line, try to get him off his route a little bit, give your pass rushers a chance. But it's not like these guys are getting beat by him.
Right.
They're just not the physical specimen that Castillo is.
All right, there's going to be the handoff. I do see David Gommond involved. I don't know if it was the initial tackle, but I do see Gommond in.
Yeah, I think he was the first one there as well.
So second down, and I'm going to call it about 7 or so, Kelly, and it's going to be on the 37-yard line. Nate Vasquez, the sophomore quarterback.
Now, I've been saying you got to throw it up for Castillo a lot, but if you can burn most of this clock before halftime and still score, that's got to be
Oh,
in your
there's
mind.
the
But look out!
Coyotes will have the ball, and there's a flag on the play.
Ellis with the fumble recovery. And it wasn't a forced fumble. It was a mishandle, I guess you'd call it.
Well, there's a flag on the play. It came in late from the North official.
Well,
it looked like it was picked up.
Yep, I think they just picked it up. Maybe they was spotting where the ball went to the ground. I think that's part of their procedure. But either way now, Coyote's going to take over with plenty of time to add to this lead.
All right, so you have Ingram and Gonzalez at the top of your screen. You have
Rodriguez was going off the field, but sprints back to the backfield.
There's going to be
my. Oh, my.
Oh, and Ingram, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes.
Blown coverage, and unlike earlier in the season,
Oh, man. We're not talking about Hobbs.
We're not talking about Hobbs. Allen Ingram with the touchdown grab of 60 yards on a perfect ball from Luke Lynn. And just like that, how about a two-play swing right there?
Well, I'll tell you what. Excellent job by the Roswell Coyotes there. Ben Vera kick is up, and it's in. So 21-7 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 4:05 left in this first half. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to smart home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
All right, the Coyotes capitalize on the turnover and a 60-yard touchdown pass from Luke Lynn to Allen Ingram. And the extra point was good. 21-7 is the score from the Wool Bowl in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Now, Coach, you and I had discussion. Was it designed or was it just something that Luke Lynn saw and said, hey, let's get it, let's go, take a shot? But it was well executed by all means.
Well, I mean, I think that was the pattern. I think that's where Allen was supposed to go, but just no blue shirts went with him, and he finds himself down the field, nobody within 15 yards of him, and Luke, all he has to do is make sure there's enough air under it. All Allen has to do is reel it in and stroll in the end zone.
Well, he did just that, and an excellent catch. And tell you what, Allen Ingram also showed what kind of athleticism he has. He also has quite a bit of speed.
Oh, he does, and just a dream play. You release and no one goes with you, and oh boy.
All right, here we go as Ben Vera looks to the right and left, and here he goes. The left-footed kicker will kick it deep, and it will be returnable. Uh-oh, and it looks like the Goddard Rockets will take it all the way out to about the 39-yard line.
The Coyote 39-yard line.
Yeah, the Coyote 39.
Finally brought down by Pat Tadine, but great return. Oh, penalty flag on the play. It could be.
It's a hold on the Goddard Rockets, so that's coming back. So all high fives will say, uh-oh, we're coming back, and Goddard will take over now.
Way back.
Yes, sir.
So instead of the 39-yard line of the Rockets, we're going to the 32-yard line of Goddard. So that's a big swing.
Well, and again,
I mean, that's a 30-yard. That's a third of the field.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big difference.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 32 now. It's going to be Nate Vasquez, the sophomore quarterback, running the offense for the Goddard Rockets. Oh, there you go. I'm glad there was a... Oh, it's going to be a delay of game, another 5-yard penalty.
I want to give a shout out and a thank you to the Pregame provided to the Pittsburgh by Cisco.
Well, you know, you get the great return, and I don't know if the hold helped the return or not. You know, a lot of times they don't. You know, they're away from where the runner goes or something like that. But, you know, you go from having great field position, a chance to get back in the game, and then commit 2 errors, and all of a sudden you're 1st and 15 at your own 27.
All right, 1st and 15 from the 27 is Nate Vasquez and the Rockets as the Rockets get set. And that's going to be a handoff and going nowhere. Hits, is that Ellis again? Just hit a brick wall.
Yeah, I think it was one of the defensive linemen that time. 63? 53, sorry. That was Gabe Villegas.
Okay, so
big hit
Villegas.
in the middle. First time we've called his name.
All right, 2nd down and 13 for Goddard. Vasquez going to roll out to the left side, dumps it over to the flats, over to Brady Gibbs, and Gibbs brought down, but will have enough for Goddard 1st down around midfield.
Yeah, somebody blew their assignment on that one. I mean, someone is assigned to the back coming out of the backfield.
Yep.
And they just, you know, they went somewhere else.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Under 3 minutes left in the first half. Kyle Sioux lead 21-7. Coyotes again, the visiting team here this evening.
Play clock down to 5 already.
And let's see if they're going to hurry up there. And it's going to expire. Another 5-yard penalty on Goddard.
You know, the coaching staff is mad here, but they're taking too long getting the play in my opinion.
Well, you hear down here that, you know, got to watch the clock.
Well, they gave him timeout, so it won't be a penalty, but you just hate to use your timeouts in that way.
Oh, they did give him the timeout.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, well, sorry, Coach. I would have taken a break. I was kind of reading here, but all right, we'll just stay here. Hey, you know, something came out in the Roswell Daily Record, and of course you and I have read it, probably like everybody else has, but the Roswell Coyotes have won 10 consecutive, now let me rephrase this, regular season games since 2015, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct, well, including 2015, yes.
Yeah, including 2015, and of course the Coyotes and the Goddard Rockets did play at one time in a playoff game where Goddard did defeat the Rockets.
The only time they've ever played in a playoff game.
And defeated, that's correct. But overall series, the Roswell Coyotes had, I think it was 40-22 still in favor of the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, if you count playoff game, it's 40-23, but...
Including the playoff game, yes, sir. All kinds of statistics, and I wish we had a chance to talk a little bit more before the game, but it hit quick.
It does.
All right, first down and 10 for Goddard from the 49 left hash is Nate Vasquez. Going to look to the left side. I'm looking at the field clock with 12 seconds left as Bolaños changes the play. Vasquez changes. There's going to be speed option over to the right side, and going to be a nice tackle. And I do see number 25, David Frescas.
Yeah, but it was strung out by Cannon Ramage first. He won't get any credit for any kind of tackle there, but he really kind of made the play because he kind of set him up for Frescas there, but great open field solo tackle by David Frescas.
Second down and 12 from the 47, approaching the 2-minute mark. Coyotes with the lead by 14. 21-7 is the score. Beautiful night here at the Wool Bowl, about 65 degrees. And Nate Vasquez is the quarterback as he is shotgun right as the tight end sets. We'll hand it off over to the right side and going nowhere, and it looks like two Coyotes with the tackle.
Yeah, Bolaños is one.
Bolaños is one, and I see David Gomland again involved in that tackle. So third down and quite a bit now. We'll call it third down and about 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be 15. So third and 15 from the 44. Rockets. Go ahead.
5 tackles for loss already in this ball game here.
For Gomland?
No, well, for the Coyotes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So third and 15 from the 44, middle part of the field for Goddard. Empty set is, that is going to be a pass interference. They're going to call it on number 12, Shane McMath. And, Coach, do you disagree with that?
Well, I think the ball's already gone by. I think the receiver sold that. I didn't like that call, no.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that, too. That's 4 times today.
We got to stop.
Count. Yeah, well, that's a bit dangerous. Is it going to be enough for a first down? And it will. So Goddard with the first down on the pass interference. First and 10 from the 41. Not sure where the crew's from. I didn't serve the contracts this evening. Since Goddard was the home team, they'll have the ability to, or they did serve the contracts. And they're going to call it false start on Goddard. So it'll still be first down, but we'll back them up.
Tell you what, pre-snap penalties for the Rockets have been pretty tough.
Only a 5-yard penalty, so it's first and 15 now from the 46-yard line. Yeah, we have some statistics, Coach, and I really wanted to talk a little bit about the Roswell Coyotes offensively. I was mistaken about Luke Lynn, but statistically for the Roswell Coyotes offensively, really had a couple, 3 Coyotes that have really produced and really done a good job, and Luis Rodriguez is one of them.
Oh, absolutely is.
But there's empty set now for Goddard. We'll try that slip screen, and it's going to be caught, and number 14 just falls. That's going to be Cisneros.
Yeah, Kyle Williams will get credit for the tackle, but you're right. He just kind of lost his footing there. And it would be a gain of only about 5. Could have been more, I think.
Well, Coach, there is a timeout on the field under 60 seconds. You want to talk a little Coyote football or you want to go to a break?
Let's go to a break.
All right, we'll be right back. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl. 21-7 is your score. Favor of the Roswell Coyotes, and I'll let you say that on the air. If I say it, I'll
top 7 It is Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 1. Dodgers trying to force a Game 7.
Well, you know me, Coach. I'm actually a true baseball guy. I'm not going to... You're down by 2, and I'll let you just talk about that game.
Well, it's going to be tough. You got to hold on tonight. Got to win it in Game 7. But if anybody can do it, I think it's the Dodgers.
All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 46. Empty set for Nate Vasquez. Dropping back about midfield, in trouble, escapes trouble. And now it's just going to take him south at the 35-30 and out of bounds.
Blindside tackle will back him up.
There it is.
Kyle Mosqueda.
And he's going to be down. Is that Nate Lujan? Uh-oh. So Nate Lujan. Is that Lujan?
No, it's McMath.
McMath. Well, some words exchanged between Lynn and Bolaños. I love it. That's called a competitive edge, and that's what.
Yeah, I think Coach Bolaños said, "Hey, get back over on your side of the field."
Well, I think there's well, that's possibly some words of. Well, you're defending your team, but I saw Jeff come over to the other side and said some choice words, I'm sure, as well. Huh?
Well, that's a dirty play. I'll just say it. It's a dirty play. Blindside blocks are so 2 penalties on Goddard. He had a hold, which they declined, and then they take the personal foul.
Man, it goes way back, and that's what happens when...
Yeah, and the Goddard crowd is booing. What could you possibly be booing? I mean, it was pretty dang obvious.
Well, it's going to be, they're having first down over here on the chain gang, and that's not the case.
Well, actually, I think it is. That was a first down play. I think it's a scoreboard that's wrong.
It's 2nd down.
Oh.
So it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, because they declined the penalty. You're
correct.
Right. That's
yeah.
why. That's why.
So empty set, trips to the top. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen for Goddard. Nate Vasquez, the quarterback, about the 40-yard line, and he's going to just take him south. Good athlete. And there goes the helmet to the sidelines.
Yeah, Anaya is going to give it right back. And that one just as obvious as it could be as well.
And that, yes. And as we mentioned, Coach, this rivalry game can get out of hand at times. That's going to be a face mask. As we mentioned earlier, it was a bloody mess.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see those kind of penalties because they're, anytime it's unsportsmanlike, you never want to see that.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't want injury by any team, and now both sides of the field, including the fans, are now in this ball game more than ever now. 21-7 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes with 35.7 seconds.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the clock has become a factor.
All right, so now Goddard will take over from the 21.
And Goddard only has 1 timeout.
They're going to still continue to be an empty set. They're going to go back to the end zone. Maybe Castillo.
Won't matter.
And touchdown.
Nope. Holding. Another great catch by Castillo. Is that a... Castillo's down, huh?
Well, it looks like Castillo.
I think that could be a knock the wind out of him situation. Went down kind of square on his back, but it won't count. There's an obvious hold on on Ramage.
I'm looking at the end zone where you're seeing that there's a flag, 2 flags.
Well, I don't see the second flag. There's a flag in the backfield at the 30-yard line.
Okay, I'm seeing the flag over here on the sideline. Okay, so that's picked up. So you're looking at the flag on the 30.
Yeah, it was an obvious hold. They just grabbed Ramage and twisted him around. I mean, it's one of those calls Stevie Wonder could have made.
Well, for sure. Now it's going to be first down still for the Goddard Rockets from the 31.
But again, they only have one timeout, so they really don't have the luxury of running the football. So, you know, Roswell's got to be aware of that, and they've got to be ready for pass plays pretty much exclusively here. I mean, they could run it, but they'd have to burn their last timeout to stop the clock if they did.
Well, Castillo has to come out for one play at least. And now there's discussion amongst the Zebras here.
Well, that's a big deal. Is he out? Or is he in? Is he over there on the east sideline? Yeah, I agree. I think he's got to come out.
One play.
And it doesn't look like they're going to make him.
Yeah, see?
Yep,
and
he just told him.
There he is. There it is right there. So one play.
And that's huge.
No, well, that's the right call.
That's huge because now you don't have to defend the athleticism there.
And so now you have number 26 is going to be Kenyon Reese.
Yeah, but, you know, with Porras injured, you know, that you just don't bring someone else in that's like that guy. So.
No, you're right on that. All right, so 1st and 20 now for Goddard. Vasquez will go shotgun to the left side. In trouble, escapes trouble, and finally is going to be brought down and hit hard. That's number 34 that I saw. I thought that was Jonathan Ellis again, hitting Nate Vasquez.
Another tackle for loss for the Coyotes as they were racking up those stats, and that's just like a running play, so they have to call their last time out.
All right, so 2nd down and 20. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Talk FM, Coyote Football.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
The Goddard Rockets take the last time out of this half. 18.7 seconds left in the first half. 21-7, Coyotes lead by 14. And I tell you what, Jonathan Ellis got a good hit on Nate Vasquez. And I tell you what, Nate Vasquez is a good athlete, trying to escape trouble, but Jonathan Ellis was just there and did his job defensively.
Well, in a lot of ways, it was also a coverage sack as well because, you know, he didn't have the confidence with Castillo out. He didn't have the confidence to throw to someone else on a 50-50 ball or a jump ball. Now, Castillo's back in now, so you got to be aware. And they're not trailing Castillo with anybody. It's just wherever he lines up, that's who's guarding right now. It might be Joaquin Bolaños.
Well, and I don't see Castillo. Do you?
He's at the slot on the near side.
Oh, okay. All right, so... Oh, I see him now. Okay, so you got to watch the seam then is what you're telling me.
Absolutely.
Especially at that third level with his athleticism. I mean, he's a good athlete. He can run, he can jump, he can catch, he can do whatever he wants to do.
But I like, and they moved Bolaños to the other side. Whoever's guarding him needs to get up and get him. needs to really pop him at the line. And they're giving him a free run off the line, and I wouldn't do that.
All right.
I would be jamming him.
There's empty set now as Castillo will just do a wheel.
Yeah, we got Williams on him.
And they're going to take a shot up the middle, and it's going to be caught by number 9. That's going to be Elijah Valdez.
But time's a ticking. They won't get it off. They're going to try and clock it here.
Well, and it's going to be 4 seconds.
Not set and offsides. And that'll be a runoff, and that's
there
the
it
half.
is. There's the flag.
Yep, that's the half.
And that is the half. Now, that's an excellent observation, Kelly, and that should expire. Now.
No, that's
right.
You can't have a penalty to stop the clock. That's a runoff.
That's right. Okay, nobody said yet. They're incorrect. And they're going to go to the end zone with Castillo. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. And I think that was incorrect.
I do too. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a high school rule that they started on the officials.
I think you're right. Well, let's see here. The Roswell Coyotes on the east side of the field will have to cross pass. And let's see, make sure there's no extracurricular here.
Well, they should just wait, and they are holding them up. They're holding up Goddard while Roswell gets across.
Well, that's an excellent job by Goddard security there, Oscar Gonzalez. Going to make sure everything's cleared. And, of course, on our side, the Roswell security. So good job by the security guards on all sides, making sure everything is done correctly. So, all right, Coach, let's take a break. Coyotes lead 21-7. We'll be back here in just a moment. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
Farmers Country Market. Select gallons of Blue Ribbon Classics ice cream are $4.98 each, and select bags of Walto Meal breakfast cereals are $3.98 each. In produce, Cat Pop bags of russet potatoes are $2.99 each, and extra large red seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the meat department, family packs of choice beef chuck roast are $5.99 a pound, and Boston butt pork roast are $1.97 a pound. These are just some of the Halloween party specials you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
And welcome back to halftime here at the Wool Bowl. As a big game tonight, battle for Roswell, Goddard and Roswell squaring off here. As our halftime tradition, Britt Cooper, athletic director for the Roswell Independent School District, joining us here for halftime. Welcome back, Britt. And games like this is like I would say, obviously blue trophies are Super Bowls around here, but as far as Roswell gets close to having a Super Bowl, tonight's that game, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's tradition, big rivalry game. So it's always great for the fans, and
sure,
the kids enjoy it. So it's a good one.
From your perspective as the AD, is logistics are the logistics different or exactly the same for a game like this? I imagine, it's easier, in fact, that everyone's a home game, even though technically one's a home, but everyone's a home game. But with that, I mean, is it just more work making sure now that okay, we got because in essence, more people, more stuff at this game. Is it just more logistics? Getting ready for this game?
You just got to make sure that you got everything, set aside the parking and all. This year, Goddard's the home team.
Sure.
They alternate every year, so Roswell will be on the visitor side.
So just note, if you're in blue and sitting on the visitor side and you're wrong side, you're on the home side.
So we got to make sure everyone's where they're at. But we've opened up an extra gate on the visitor side, and we should have it down, and that's.
I just didn't know if because I know as you and Mika, that's really what the AD does you're just logistics, making sure teams go to where they need to go and get to make sure the facilities are ready for the for what they need to do, and I just didn't know if that required a little bit extra work when you got a game like this.
It's a little bit more, but I mean, the only other game compares with when RTG comes up and plays. A couple of weeks ago when they played Roswell, that's that way, and it'll be that way next year when they come up to play Goddard, but. This game, it's a little bit different. And this year, both teams are doing well, and both 6-3. So it's got huge playoff.
And that's the thing too is, and of course, football fans know this. Make sure you pay attention here on Sunday, because after tonight's rounds of games are done, there might be a few games tomorrow. I haven't looked at the schedule here. Then selection committees are going to be making playoff seeds.
Yeah, they'll actually come out with a seed Saturday night at 10 o'clock.
Okay, so we'll be Saturday
10 p.m.
night.
Yeah, they're they've got some Saturday games like you said, but they're gonna do that. That way everyone kind of knows where they're headed.
Yeah, and we'll have a clearer picture. And I think it's safe to assume that both of our schools will be in the playoffs this year. The big question is, and this is where tonight's outcome is going to play big into that. We're halfway through it, but who wins tonight more than likely will enjoy a first-round bye here.
I would think so.
We won't know for sure. Is there a potential for both? Sure. Depending on how the chips fall, yes. But more than likely, the team that wins tonight probably will get to enjoy a first-round bye here.
I would think so. Yeah. And, you just never know how it comes out with the deal, but I mean, Lovington could be in the mix in that top four, and of course, Los Alamos is undefeated in that Northern District. Of course,
there's a lot of variables.
There's different things, but they haven't played the schedule that this district has played. This Southern District is where the best teams are. It has been in 5A certainly since they went to the two big districts.
Yeah, just from you personally on this, do you we're so used to having the 3-team district, and 7 games of preseason, and then really, last 3-4 games turn into be the big ones. That's not the case anymore. I got to admit, after playing this through the season here, I kind of appreciate a larger district and having more meaningful games every week. Not that they aren't meaningful, but it's a district game. It's a win-loss. It's counting to playoffs, where at the end of the day, prior to that, yes, those games are important, and coaches and everybody when they come to the rankings, but you could literally lose every one of those games and then win out your district and be in the playoffs. Yeah. Now it's a little harder to pull that feat off.
Yeah, you've got to be in mid-season form by the third game or fourth game, when it comes in there, and that's what you're hoping for. But, all the games do mean more, because if you have a slip-up, it can cost you a district title. And, everyone really kind of played, kind of where we thought they would. Hadn't been huge upsets and so forth, but Roswell's strong, and and Goddard's much improved. So, it's good to see both of them, and we're hoping that they, end up, going deep in the playoffs, both of them.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, this might be a good time to let's lay that pipeline down for folks here. Obviously, we don't know who's going where or what at this point for playoffs. Like I said, we kind of have general ideas, but what as far as what happens after this week, let's kind of explain that down for everybody. So the first the top four seeds will be off next week.
Yeah.
They will have a week off while the rest of the bracket will battle it out, and then those top four seeds will play. They'll host in that next round there. So and then from after that point, it goes. The players and teams will go to depending on who owes who at that point.
In the semifinals and finals, it'll be who owes whoever the home game, and but the first round, like I said, they take 12 teams in, so the 5 through 12 seeds will be playing the first week. Top four are out waiting, and then the top four, and then they would get the home games.
Sure.
In the quarterfinals, but semifinals and finals, the way they do it in football in New Mexico is whoever played at home last.
Right.
So that'll make for some interesting.
It'll make it so I guarantee that our teams will probably get at least 1 to 2 home games depending on where they're seated and things like that.
Yeah,
but from after that, it could be depending on the history, if it's Artesia, Roswell. I think we owe Artesia, or
it'll be an Artesia this year.
So but we'll cross that bridge in weeks from now.
Yeah, we can't look too far ahead. So.
But as far as if I look at the calendar right, I think that puts the week of Thanksgiving as championship week, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So
the Saturday of Thanksgiving
so
week.
You'll probably eat Turkey Day Thursday, and more than likely Saturday we're going to be, and hopefully, you're at the Wool Bowl, depending on where it goes and who it is. We'll be hosting
we'd like to see an all Roswell final. Roswell Goddard be great for a championship.
Of course, we seeded in the
quarterfinals a few years ago, but we've never seen each other in the championship. So that would be a neat thing.
Absolutely. And well, I'll cross that bridge later. I was going to talk about a programming note, but there's got to be a lot of variables to say it, so I'll just wait on that one. But of course, and another thing we need to let folks know too is we won't know for sure, but as far as video broadcasts, we guarantee tonight. We can guarantee nothing past tonight.
Right.
Once we hit the playoffs. Fortunately, we usually are able to finagle video rights for the first round or two, but there's no guarantees.
Right.
And obviously where these teams end up and where they go or where they host will play into that. So.
Yeah, it depends, because the NFHS network is the official network of the NMAA, but that hits, there are some northern schools under that, but everyone down in here, most part, are.
But we will absolutely have all
control.
the radio, all the games on the radio, and as many of we're allowed to rights to purchase for video. Just based off past history, we usually get the first 2 rounds. They let us purchase those, and once we hit semifinals or anything, then we're kind of locked out. But usually we get those first 2 rounds. Yeah. So more than likely we'll have those.
That's the kind of the scenario we're looking at.
But we want you to pack the Wool Bowl and fill it up with, whenever we got a game here, we want whether it's Goddard or Roswell or both, we want them to both feel that home field advantage over the playoffs.
Yeah, and they've been drawing good crowds all year, and success will do that for you.
Yeah, but enjoy the second half here, Coach. Is there anything you wanted to mention that we just didn't get?
No, I think we got it about covered. It's just that time of year. It's time to get ready for the playoffs and see where everyone hits.
Well, Coach, I hope we got a few more of these interviews, at least 2 or 3 more, 4 more here.
Yeah,
or maybe not need one next week. That'd be some way we could finagle where everyone gets a bye week.
Yeah, maybe they both get a top 4.
There you go.
Yeah, so.
Weirder things could happen.
It could happen.
Actually, if it ended today, I think if you look at the rankings, both are in the top 4.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Roswell and Goddard play each other, which means that's going to alter that one. It's just going to.
Yep.
It is. So, very good. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you next week or next time, whenever that is.
All right, welcome Welcome back to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We are here at halftime at the Wool Bowl, Roswell versus Goddard. And Roswell currently with the lead, 21-7. Coach McDonald, do you have anything you want to talk about here?
Well, sure. You want to do stats now? You want to?
Yeah, why not? We got a little bit of time to.
All right,
talk some stats.
Let's start with that. Let's start with special teams. Going to start with points after touchdown. Ben Vera, perfect 3 for 3. No punts in the game. No punt returns in the game. 2 kickoff returns for Roswell. One by Rendon Duran for 21 yards. Another by Isaac Gonzalez. He got 29 on his. Defensively, Coyotes, I feel, played pretty well on defense, led by Cannon Ramage. I have it down for 6 tackles and 3 of those for a loss. David Gallman, 3 tackles, 1 for a loss. Nick Anaya, 3 tackles. Joaquin Bolaños, 1 tackle. It was for a loss. Shane McMath, 1. Aranda and Nathaniel Lujan, 1 each, along with Patrick Tarim. David Frescas had 1 tackle. It was for a loss. Brandon Janot, he had 2 tackles, 1 for a loss. You're sensing the theme here. Jonathan Ellis, 3 tackles, 1 for a loss, and Gabe Villegas had 1 tackle. 1 fumble recovery by Jonathan Ellis as well. And I'll have more to say about that defense in the first half here in just a minute, but let's get the offensive stats out of the way first. 110 yards on the ground in the first half, and that was with just 2 people carrying the ball. Luke Lynn, 7 carries for 37 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Luis Rodriguez, 6 carries for 73 yards. Throwing the football, Luke was 6 of 11, 82 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. But I'll tell you what stat I love the most about it, no drops. No drops in the ball game. Those 5 pass attempts that were not successful were not drops. So hopefully we've taken care of that problem we've had the last couple of weeks. Receiving for the Coyotes, it was Isaac Gonzalez, 2 catches for 7 yards. Noah Estrada, 1 catch for 6. Nathaniel Lujan, 1 catch for 10. And Allen Ingram, 2 catches, 59 yards, and the touchdown. Those are the first half stats.
All right. Once again, the Roswell Coyotes with the lead, 21-7, as the Roswell Coyotes now exiting the locker room, going to the east part of the field. And the Rockets still not out of the locker room just yet. Yeah. But, Coach, here's the thing. You know, I've talked about the first half. Coyotes with the lead by, 14, 21-7 right now. There's been some excitement in the first half by both squads, not just by Roswell or Goddard, by both squads, a little extracurricular activity. But I think in the second half, both squads are going to have to be real careful with a little bit of self-discipline. What do you think?
Well, absolutely. You got, these games always, emotions run a little high. It is a big deal for these guys. The Roswell Goddard game, no matter what level, no matter what sport. Unfortunately, you do see at least some of this when this game is played. Now, there was too much of it in the first half, and I'm hoping there's less in the second half. And, it's just something that it's so hard to do because, like I said, the emotions run so high. But, yeah, I think both teams definitely need to, and I'm sure it was addressed by both coaches in the locker room.
All right. Well, as you mentioned earlier, Coach, according to the statistics, Luke Lynn has scored twice, of course, from 1 yard out, and then, of course, the 60-yard touchdown pass from Lynn to Allen Ingram. Is there anything specific? In the first half, the Coyotes really did their job, but anything in the second half that needs to be changed, in your opinion?
Well, not just a ton, to be honest with you. I really like what they've done on both sides of the ball. They scored 21, but they also had an interception at Goddard's 5-yard line. So, that was almost for sure going to be another score. And then the 1 touchdown they give up, not only was it a great play by Josiah Castillo in good coverage, but we look back at the tape. I mean, it looked like whack-a-mole at Peter Piper Pete's on the offensive line. I mean, there was 3 different guys moving.
Right.
I mean, it was ridiculous and obvious. I mean, and I said it in real time. I said that plays, why are they letting the play go or something, because they were moving so much on the line. So it's unfortunate. But, to me, the defense has basically shut them out.
And here comes the Goddard Rockets now as they exit the locker room with about 1:10 left. And, Coach, I think that they better kind of hurry before they get penalized. They got about less than 60 seconds to get everybody on the field and ready to go because...
Well, and all these fans off the field and, the kick receive team out. Yeah, they better get a move on. What Roswell needs to do now is get out there. Yeah. Get out there and line up to kick off.
Yeah, and they can do that. It goes 10 yards, and it's done. And so here it is.
Well, I don't mean that just to kind of bring it to the attention of the officiating crew, too. I mean, there's lots of reasons to do it. But get out there.
No, like now. Yeah. I'm saying because now the 3 minutes doesn't go back on the clock now. Did I miss something?
No, you did not.
Okay, so this could be a penalty if they don't hurry up for the Goddard Rockets. All right, it's
kind of a judgment call by the crew.
Yeah, now it looks like they're going to be just fine.
Well,
possibly.
But see, if I would have forced the issue by putting my kicking team out there, have it teed up, have my kicker raise his hand, the whole thing,
Well, sell it out is what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to sell it.
Right now they stopped it with 4.7 seconds left, and now the clock is at 12. So, all right, it looks like you said, it's going to be up to the discretion of the officials.
See, the official is asking right now, did we get the 3 minutes? Did we get the extra 3 minutes? And he's saying, yeah. So they're like, they weren't aware.
That's what I'm saying. That's their fault.
That's their fault, but Roswell could have forced the issue.
Yeah.
I mean, you can line up, and they can say, oh, no, we got time. And if they say, well, no, we don't, they've already done it.
Well, now Roswell's still not out now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're referencing right there.
That's exactly what I'm referencing.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't like it.
No.
So now you just gave.
But now, if you're the officiating crew, you can't call it on anybody now because you weren't ready. Right. Like you said, they messed it up.
All right. So now Goddard, they had originally won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Goddard will get the ball here in the third quarter. They're not ready. And again, that's my 2 cents. It's not a matter of let's wait for you to get out. Let's get ready to rock and roll. That's why there's rules in place.
Yeah,
and
you force the issue.
That's right.
Here we go, folks.
Even if you have to go over to a zebra and say, hey, look, the 3 minutes is already. This is the 3 minutes. We're not putting it on.
Right.
It's already been put on.
All right.
And then you line up.
Well, nothing's going to happen here as we are just seconds away from the start of this third quarter. Coyotes with the lead 21-7. Luke Lynn with 2 touchdowns in the game and a 60-yard touchdown pass to Allen Ingram. And here is Ben Vera. Now there's the pop-up. And it looks like the Goddard Rockets will take over at the 40. And there's the flag. There's a flag on the west side.
I didn't see the flag. But there obviously is one. The public address saw it. You saw it. I don't know what that could be.
Well, I'm not certain. Is it? It went 10 yards. It wasn't an onside kick.
Well, it kind of was. I mean, they were trying to get it. It was the little pop-up, and Goddard did not.
All right, so
pick up the flag.
No flag.
Picked it up.
All right. Now I wish the Coyotes would have did that in the first half, but. All right, 1st and 10 from the 40 for Goddard. It's going to be left hash as Nate Vasquez is going to throw to the left side off the bat to Castillo, and it's going to be caught. And they're just throwing it on over to the left side.
Spun the football. Gonna let that go, I guess. I didn't think you could do that either.
Well, okay, well, there's something here that happened. It was out of bounds.
Oh.
Incomplete pass. All right, so 2nd down and 10 from the 40. The pass was caught, but it was caught out of bounds, and just barely, I suppose, at least from my angle.
Well, it's all the way on the other side from us, but I'm just so impressed with Castillo.
Yeah. All right, so I'm trying to key on Castillo as of right now. I believe he's at the top of your screen, isn't he? Yes, he is. And they have Aranda on Castillo.
And another pre-snap penalty for Goddard. And, partner, I don't like the noisemaker trend at high school football games.
You know, we had discussion at our, security meeting on Wednesday that we had, and it was, we were talking about all that. So,
yeah, bringing the big batteries in and the whole thing.
It's a good job of taking care of the ball.
They have a good run on first down. Tackle made by, guess who? Cannon Ramage.
Yeah, it's Brady Gibbs with the carry. And, third down and 7. And, boy, he did have positive yardage by all means. But you're right, Coach. Ram is just really having a heck of a ball game.
You know, they've been without Ellis for the last 2 games. And I kind of expected him to be really active today, and he still might.
Vasquez, close to the right side.
Right at the sticks. It's going to be a first down.
Yeah, that's going to be caught by Josiah Thompson.
And I'll tell you what, it didn't matter really. They would have gone for it there anyway, but just to the marker.
All right, so first down and 10 from midfield. Coyotes defensively, 4-man front. All right, Vasquez awaits the snap, and this is going to take it himself in trouble. And the Coyotes trying to get the ball. Maybe a loss of 1, maybe the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I'm going to get Gabe Villegas on that one again.
Yep.
Be his first tackle for a loss. Generous spot there. I mean, maybe was his forward progress.
Yeah, so back to the original line of scrimmage, second down and 10. All right. Castillo at the bottom of your screen. You have Aranda facing him. And there is going to be the handoff.
Gibbs.
And maybe a yard, 2 yards, maybe 3. I'm going to say 1, 2. Let's see the spot. They're going to call it 3 yards, I believe, Coach.
On the carry, down by number 32.
It's that man again, Cannon Ramage. I've got him down for 8 tackles, 3 for loss.
Yeah, so they're going to confirm that as 2 yards. So third down and 8. So now watch Nate Vasquez going to the air to Castillo here. So Randa has to prepare himself.
Yeah, one of the fans, Goddard fans, is yelling that exact thing to the coaching staff that you just said.
Oh, no.
He's in the slot this time with Williams on him.
And that is going to be caught. Going to be short of the first down.
Well, it'll depend on the spot.
Maybe.
It's going to be a first down.
Well, no, Lujan.
No. Okay, here we go. Well, short.
No, Lujan with the reception is going to be short of 1. A long one.
Yeah, even 2. That's a full 2 yards. They got to get to the 40.
All right. If you're Coach Art Bolaños, do you go for this?
I think you do. The down and distance, the part of the field, I don't think there's any question you go for it. But what you can't do is waste a timeout to go for it.
Well, you have 10 seconds on the field clock. And there's Castillo at the bottom of your screen again.
Yeah, but this is run all the way.
And there's a timeout taken by Goddard.
Yeah, Coach Bolaños did not like
and they're trying that big dog package is what it looked like.
Yeah, they get in that power eye. You know, they line up 3 guys, one right behind the other, but he didn't like how it was lined up, so he calls timeout.
All right, we'll take one too. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we'd probably sell it, or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
All right, timeout taken by Goddard Rockets. 4th down and 2. It's decision time now, and you would think that Nate Vasquez will try a hard cadence to get the Roswell Coyotes offsides, but we'll see what happens.
Well, maybe not, because they've already had to use one timeout here, and a lot of times when you try to draw them off like that, you're calling a timeout. You know you're calling a timeout when you go to the line. So if they try to draw them off, it will be the kind where they run the play then after they try to draw them off.
All right, so Vasquez has the Rockets on the field.
Frescas is matched up with Castillo.
There's that heavy right side or bunch right. Quick pass, there it is, wide open. Over to number 9, Elijah Valdez, and touchdown Rockets.
And I'll tell you what, Art Bolaños, yep, that's all Art Bolaños right there. Perfect play call and a gutsy play call. You know, he showed run. You think, oh, they're going to run for sure. If they don't, you got to think, oh, they're going to Castillo. And nobody goes with the H-back out of the backfield.
All right, so nicely done, as you said, Coach. But there's the extra point, and now just a 7-point ball game, 21-14 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Happy Halloween to the people of the city of Roswell. Heck of a ball game here, 21-14 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're in the third, 8:06 left in the third, and we haven't had any updates from around the state, but we'll get to that here in just a moment. But well-executed play by the Goddard Rockets.
Yeah, great play call, and as you said, excellent execution on that. They completely fooled the Roswell defense. A gutsy and good play call.
All right, there's going to be the kick, and they're going to kick it short. And it's going to be Rendon Duran going to the right side, and he is run a long way for...
Well, it's a decent return.
For about, what do you got for?
19?
Yeah. Yeah, 19 or 20. Yeah, we'll go 19.
I'll give him 20.
It looked like he ran more because he was going to the east side of the field, but then decided to go up north, and excellent run by Rendon Duran. All right, so now it's going to be 1st down and 10. Ball is at the 40 right hash. Luke Lynn at quarterback. And the ball's going to be handed off to Rodriguez. And, oh, boy, just about one guy. Who was that there? One guy that stopped him. I thought if he passed that, I think that was number 7 for... Could be wrong, but I thought that was Taylon Payne. But
yeah, if he beats Payne there, gets Payne to miss, that one has a chance to go all the way.
Yep.
I love the way how hard he hit the hole.
All right.
A good gain on 1st down.
So I see Allen Ingram at the bottom of your screen. I believe that's going to be Gonzalez as well.
And I think he's lined up off sides. Did he ask?
He is in trouble, and Lynn is going to throw it. And how does he do that? Oh, gosh.
They called him down? How do you call him down?
He got it off.
In the grasp.
That's a terrible call.
Yeah, no, that is not right.
Terrible call, in my opinion. He got the ball off, and it was caught. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Empty set for the Roswell Coyotes. Let's see if Lynn will kind of just do it himself here. Finds a man up the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. And there's another fumble, and now the Roswell Coyotes have it, so now it's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, if they call it a completion, which they are, so it's a completion, a fumble, and then a fumble recovery, I believe, by Rodriguez.
Well, I thought it was Estrada.
Well, Estrada initially, or Estrada went all the way back, got his own fumble?
We'll have to go back and look. Our producer will take a look at that in just a moment.
It's going to be a 12-yard completion and then a fumble.
A 12-yard reception to Estrada.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm referencing.
No, I was talking about the fumble recovery.
Okay.
Estrada had a 12-yard reception.
Okay, now it's going to start all over. So counts. It's going to be a reception, a fumble, and then a fumble again. So fumble by Roswell, recovered by Goddard. Goddard fumbles, recovered by Roswell. So now the Coyotes will have an automatic 1st down. On the turnover.
Yeah, on the double change of possession. So 7 yards for Luke Lynn on the keeper there. Good decision on the option play there.
Okay, so 7 yards. So 2nd and 3, and the Coyotes working from that left hash, as they have most of the night.
That's such an interesting play because if he gets tackled there, it's going to be 4th and short near midfield. So a decision to be made.
Right.
But then you get the double turnover.
All right. Here's Luke in again. Luke Lynn again. I beg your pardon. In trouble. And that time he is sacked.
And for a lot of yards. About 8 yards on that sack. Actually. About 10 yards on the sack. So we bring up another 3rd and long.
Yeah.
But, you just saw 2 turnovers happen within 2 seconds. So I'm okay with him just protecting the football there if he can't escape the pressure.
All right, so do you have another delayed draw here? No, Lynn's going to roll out to the right side, and that's going to be almost intercepted. And now the punting unit will come onto the field for the Coyotes. A lot of ball to be played here, and the Goddard Rockets have just made this ball game interesting.
Yeah, this stop right here is pretty huge for Goddard. They need a good punt from Anaya here and good coverage.
And the snap has to be a good one here. You don't want to drop it. And there is going to be a good punt. It took a Coyote bounce to the 25-yard line. So the Goddard Rockets will take over 1st and 10 from the 25. We'll call it now the 26.
Going to get 38 on that punt, most of it on the roll. First punt of the game for the Coyotes. Is it?
No, I think it's another one. I think there were 2 others, wasn't there?
I don't know about 2 others, but
one for sure.
One for sure that I missed. We'll get it in film.
Yep.
We need an update from Toronto, my friend.
I'm not looking.
You're afraid?
I am.
Don't be afraid.
All right. I want to see game. I won't say it.
Top 9. No outs. Dodgers still up 3-1.
Well, that's why you play 9 innings, right? Well, they should have blew the whistle earlier, right?
But yeah, they need to blow it real early. But that's a huge sack for. Give half sacks to Cannon, Ramage, and I think Ellis, wasn't it?
I think you're right. It was Ellis. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that one yet until after you tell me about it.
No, you're talking about it now. It doesn't count.
Well, I'm very interested in some of the statistics that I'll talk about after the fact. But right now it's going to be 1st and 17 for the Goddard Rockets. Goddard working from the left hash as well. Vasquez will just take a dump, pass.
And another loss of about 4 this time on the completed pass.
Yeah,
and that was Ellis again, I believe.
Yeah, it was. It was just on that dump pass by Vasquez.
Yeah.
So going to call it, a loss of 2nd and 20. Sorry, Coach, I'm pausing. I'm just looking at the... They're calling Ramage on the tackle. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I've got him unofficially for 10.
Okay.
With the sack, and 5 of those 10 for a loss.
All right, so empty set now, so you got to keep your eye on Castillo here. And still not brought down yet. There's Bolaños, I see, and
McMath.
Yes.
So those guys will get credit for that tackle. But I'll tell you what, Ramage was there first. He just couldn't quite get him down. And that's going to bring up a 4th and about 12.
Well, I'll tell you what's kind of neat, Coach. Prior to this game, the start of this game, there was a lot of, people got here early. They had barbecues going on, a little tailgating going on, and just people just really excited about this game all night. And I will tell you, just a shout out to a lot of the barbecues that are going around here. And I know one was El Pollo Bravo was out doing their thing, making some tacos and stuff like that. They had it over there for sale on the north side.
Had the truck going. I think I see it right now.
They still do. So, job well done. We appreciate everybody that's coming out and doing their job to make this community event eventful.
Yeah.
And so thank you to everybody. And that's El Pollo Bravo. All right, 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes from the 43. And Luke Lynn, I'm going to tell you something, Coach. He's had a heck of a year, but I've seen more. We had a flag on the play.
Now we can see people moving on the offensive line for some reason.
Well, all white for sure. But, so, I think there's been a couple times where Luke Lynn has been in jeopardy of throwing an interception. I haven't seen that all year until tonight.
Well, he came into the season with 2, and he added 1 to that total and had another one that really should have been intercepted. So, yeah, he's been real careful with the football this year. But tonight, got caught once, probably should have gotten caught twice.
All right.
Look out.
Look at that. Rodriguez at midfield. 40, 35, 30, 30, 25, and finally out. And
He turned his ankle a little bit.
I think he's going to be all right. He says, let's go to the sideline real quick, take a quick look at that. We're going to get Nathaniel Lujan ready to go here. Oh, he's going to be fine. He's still running pretty fast.
38 yards puts him over the century mark for the 2nd straight game. He's at 116 yards.
Excellent.
And that kid is a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 25 left hash. Again for the Roswell Coyotes. Luke Lynn at quarterback.
You got Rendon in now.
Yeah, Rendon Duran will get the ball. And good hard run.
Yeah, turned nothing into about 5. First carry of the game for Rendon. And just the first carry for someone not named Luis or Luke tonight, which is unusual. Coyotes usually give guys several opportunities.
So it looks like Jadrian Garcia enters the contest now, and it looks like Rendon Duran will exit.
And Nathaniel Lujan will be the back. Dangerous in his own right. Does not have a carry.
2nd and 5, under 60 seconds. There's the toss to the left side. And look at that. I thought originally there was some kind of a hold or something, because you saw Nathaniel Lujan just kind of got the ball, looked left, looked right, and he was trying to find the hole, and all of a sudden he sees the hole and then explodes. So, I mean, I'm just telling you, what a job. Well done by Nathaniel Lujan.
You got to hold. So he will not get credit for those 7 yards, but it'll make it 2nd and 10. So not a terrible holding penalty since it happened so late in the play, but.
All right, so you have Allen Ingram and Gonzalez and Garcia at the bottom of your screen now. Let's see what Luke Lynn will do as he puts Nathaniel Lujan in motion. Lynn will just take it himself. And about down at the 20-yard line.
Now they're going to say the 21.
So looking at the score clock with about 16 seconds left.
Yeah,
that's going to end the quarter.
Yeah, they're not going to run one.
So scoreless for the Coyotes in quarter 3. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Roswell Coyotes, but the 3rd quarter will expire. We're going to take a break. Coyotes with the lead by 7. We'll be right back.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl as the 3rd quarter expires, and it's been a contest here as the score is 21-14 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Sorry, Coach, I'm going to give me a drink of water here.
Yeah, I'll try to update some scores for you. Portales leading Chaparral 28-27. We have Nimi beating Cathedral at the moment, 28-21. Gateway Christian 50-0. So that one's over. Artesia 51-0. That one ended early at the Bulldog Bowl over Mayfield. Cruz is taking care of Centennial now, 28-14. Alamogordo Clovis playing a wild one. 36-32 Alamo at the moment. That's in Clovis. Dexter beating Socorro 50-0. That's over at halftime. And Hobbs beating Carlsbad 24-7.
All right. And it's 3rd down and 6. The ball out the 21-yard line for Roswell. Coyotes in Rocket territory. And Luke Lind with the snap. And there goes the turnaround by Allen Ingram. And still on his feet and brought down at the 12-yard line.
1st down.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, ran a lot, but got the 1st down.
And that was not the little forward pass. That was a run, right?
Say that again?
That was a run. It wasn't that little forward pass.
No, it was that's correct.
Okay. So his first carry for Allen Ingram, and that is an 8-yard gain for a 1st down.
Yeah, it was not a forward pass. All right, 1st down and 10 from the 12th. All right, so we are here in the 4th quarter now. Nathaniel Lujan with the ball at the 10 at the 5-yard line. So 5 yards for Nathaniel Lujan, I believe. Is that correct?
7.
7. They're going to give him 6, 7 yards, okay?
And I expect to see a similar play here. Have a little motion and maybe fake it to Lujan and maybe Luke takes it.
All right, 2nd down and 3 for the Roswell Coyotes. Luke Lynn will just toss that over to the right side. Nathaniel Lujan in for the touchdown. And he will be in from 5 yards out here in this fourth quarter. Nathaniel Lujan in for 6. All right, so Ben Vera, the left-footed kicker, will take the field to see if he can make this a 2-score game here. And there's the snap. It's up and good. 28-14 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break. KS3PTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
The monster mash, my friend. It is Nathaniel Lujan that scored from 6 yards out, and the point after touchdown is good. 28-14. Shout out to all the deer hunters and all the calistros, as they call it. They're out there doing their job, listening, and see what they can do to see the Coyotes get a victory here tonight. So all the shout out to all the guys camping. Okay, Coach. Okay, I'm not even looking at that.
You want me to
Nope.
I'm not even attention away from it?
Nope. I'm just going to look at this game here as Ben Vera is going to take the ball. Oh, gosh.
There's a little glare. I think I'll move it right here.
Oh, man. You must be a Met fan. That's all I know.
Long suffering, my friend. Long suffering.
All right, so 28-14 is the score. 10:37 left in this contest. Oh, gosh. All right, there's the kick. And that's going to be returnable. Good hard run.
Oh, my. No, it was Jadrian Garcia able to trip him up. That's a nicely done by Jadrian in special teams.
Yeah, excellent job. So, all right, it's going to be first down and 10 from the 31-yard line as Vasquez will continue to be the quarterback for the Goddard Rockets. And there's the tight end over.
Oh!
Nice hit.
Joaquin Bolaños. My goodness.
Yeah, heck of a tackle.
And a loss of 4. Yeah, not fooled at all. Joaquin on that one.
Oh, I read that right, but there's... All right, so second down and 14. Tight end over again, so Wash Castillo with the pass here. There it is. And that one might be intercepted, and it's going to be a Coyote interception.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there, and was it... hard to tell. It's Frescas.
Good job by Frescas.
So the Coyotes will have the ball. Good field position here at their own 41-yard line. 9:43 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to get those 2 scores to make my prediction exactly right.
That's correct. Plenty of time. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
All right, so if you're Luke Lynn and the Roswell Coyotes, you kind of just start running the ball a little bit, waste some time, or you just keep on doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I think you just keep doing what you're doing.
All right, Luke Lynn with the toss over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to be down about the 49-yard line. Let's see if they give him the spot.
Rodriguez close to midfield.
About 8.
On the play, brings up a 2nd down and 2.
And one guy, if he can
again
high step that one guy, he's gone, and you won't catch him because he has that kind of speed.
All right, 2nd down and 2. 9:12 left in this contest.
I'd love to know his height and weight. It's not available on Max Preps these days, or given to us by the coaching staff, but he is not a big guy.
But he's very fast and has a lot of good moves, I'll tell you what.
Another 3 for him there, a 1st down, and that puts him at 127 yards on 10 carries. And my English teacher math tells me that's 12.7 a carry on the night.
All right, 1st down and 10, ball on the 48, left hash. Luke Lynn gets his Coyote set. 4-man front defensively for the Goddard Rockets. There is Luke Lynn as he hands it off over to Rodriguez, and he escapes trouble. 40,
goodness.
35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes.
How did he get out of that, partner?
Just as we mentioned, a heck of a running back. He's small, he's fast, he has the moves, and look at that. Number 7, Luis Rodriguez does his job.
48 yards. And my goodness, I can't wait to watch that one on film. Someone please put it on social media everywhere, because that was something else.
That might be on KOB TV tonight as Ben Vera will kick the extra point. The score is now 35-14. We're going to take a break. Kyle Football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
Welcome back. I'll tell you what, a heck of a run by Luis Rodriguez from 48 yards out. I don't know how you did it, Coach. He was in traffic. He escaped traffic and made a couple of moves and was off to the races. And now the Coyotes lead 35-14.
A very Barry Sanders-esque run. I mean, he went up the middle. The play was run between the tackles. He bounced it straight back, tried it out to the right, broke a tackle here, broke a tackle there, and then once you hit the jets with that kid, you better have an angle or you better be 10 yards in front of him, and they just couldn't catch him.
Very well said. Ben Vera awaits the ball as he's going to get that set up and then count his ball players, make sure there's 5 to the right, 5 to the left, as he likes it. And plenty of time on the clock, 8:14 left, but you see a lot of the Goddard Rockets now exiting the stadium.
And the Dodgers defeat the Blue Jays on a game-ending double play.
Tell me about that again, Coach. I was not paying attention. You said what?
A game-ending double play where...
so there was one out. I didn't see that.
Yeah. And it was a knee down, or did he fair catch?
Coach, I think he must have fair caught it.
Yeah, I think so.
So
too,
Jimenez,
which is what you're supposed to do.
So the Toronto Blue Jays had runners at second and third base, right?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Yeah, there was a pop out that we missed there, and then grounded out to left. That's
different.
not
Go
something
back to
you see every day.
Go back to ESPN and take a look at it. All right, so the Dodgers defeat the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1. Will force a Game 7 for the ones that are listening. So that's been an excellent World Series. First and 10 from the 38. And it's going to be Vasquez rolling out to the right side. He is going to have eligible man open. Drops it, and it's going to be incomplete.
And that is a drop. It was not a perfectly thrown ball. It was a little behind him. He had to contort his body, try to make the catch, but I would still say it's a drop. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Clock will stop for now, but it will roll when the officials are ready.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just going to let it go on the snap.
And they're just going to dump it on over to the right side again, and trying to script the ball is Ellis.
Yeah. Oh, now we've got some of the extracurriculars.
Yep.
And it'll just be a matter of who it's on. It's on Goddard. Oh, it's on both sides, so they'll offset. And they will say the play counts. They're going to say it's after the play.
Competition.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 for Goddard. Of course, they're in go-for-it mode here with under 8 minutes left in the ball game and down 3 scores.
Well, and I actually, like I said, I know my score was 42-21. I had them by 3 scores, but you're closer at this point. We'll see what happens. Vasquez dropping back to pass, looking to the left side, and has Castillo open. And Ellis with the tackle.
A good route.
Tell you what, Ellis, he's a monster.
He is. Big, strong kid, and really the quarterback of the defense. He calls all the defenses, and according to the coaching staff, they can't say enough good things about him in that regard.
All right, again, Vasquez in trouble and escapes trouble, and there's going to be a holding call. That will come back if it's caught. But it's going to be an incomplete pass, and that's going to go back 10 more yards for the Rockets.
Yeah, and you say, are you tempted to decline?
No. They're going to say it's going to be different. It's going to be offsetting. They're going to say...
No, it's face mask on the Coyotes.
They said a personal foul on the Rockets. What?
Yeah, he pointed to the defense, face mask, so... It's going to be an automatic first down.
Yeah, it will be now.
Yeah, you see a flag come out there, you assume it's the hold if you don't happen to see it actually happen, but that's the white hat. He didn't have to confer with anybody because he saw it and he called it. So,
yeah, I mean, I thought I saw a hold over here about the 42-yard line or so. All right, 1st and 10 from the 24. Coyotes lead 35-14, 7:12 left in the ball game. Vasquez. We'll just throw it over to the right side. And it's going to be caught by Brady Gibbs.
And a good gain on first down on the check down. And again, that's something the Coyotes are going to have to look at on film because that's twice now where Gibbs has been the check down and just been all by himself. I mean, either no one's assigned to him or someone's blowing it and trying to help out down the field.
2nd down and 2 from the 16. There's going to be an interception. Oh gosh. Aranda had it.
Oh.
I almost thought it was caught and then fumbled.
Yeah, that's how long it was. You talk about that prolonged contact in volleyball. There's a lot of prolonged contact on that one before he eventually dropped it.
Yeah, I don't know what the discussion's about. Came from the line judge.
I didn't see a flag. Oh, there is a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag.
Oh, don't like the pink flags. So it's going to be a first down via the penalty on the 5-yard, whatever the call was. Defensive holding, I guess.
Might have been. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know what it is.
Well,
no, they're going to call it 3rd down and 2.
No, that's first down. I think the scoreboard operator is just a little slow.
It should be a first down. That's what it is. And there is going to be the pass, and that's going to be a touchdown for number 6. That's going to be Auden Lacey. Yep.
Might just be your night, partner.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens.
Here and abroad.
Yeah, amen to that.
So good job by Nate Vasquez to keep that play alive and then keep his eyes downfield and see the open receiver.
And the kick is up and good. All right, we're going to take a break. Kyle Football on KSVPT.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. Kyle's with the lead.
Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
35-21 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 6:20 left in the ball game. We'll see if we can get you some updates from around the state.
I think most of the ones we're interested in are over.
And it looks like the... So it looks like the Roswell Coyotes will have 3 timeouts left and the Goddard Rockets with 2. That's what we're guessing.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I have a place to keep track of that, and I always forget to.
All right, so Goddard just set to kick here. A lot of time still left on this clock here. I think it's going to be a good opportunity for the Roswell Coyotes. If they can get on the board one more time at least, one more time, I think that could seal the game.
Well, it should. They do have the hands team out there, including Luke Lynn right in the middle. Expecting the onside kick here. 10 guys within about 8 yards of the defensive line of scrimmage.
All right, just looking at, no, they're going to kick it deep. I mean, well, that surprised me.
And now Lujan with a chance.
And Lujan, the speed demon, out at the 36-yard line. Now the Coyotes are going to have to be very disciplined here. I mean, just do what they're supposed to do, run the ball as much as they possibly can. If they can get on the board one more time, I think that could seal it.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot would have to happen in these 6 minutes for Goddard to get back in the game. They are down 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, what you want to do is take some time off the clock here, but I don't think they're just going to be strictly run. I think they'll still have their call
passes.
sheet. Yeah, I think they'll have just their normal call sheet here.
In the flat area, maybe up the seam.
And that, yeah, they may want to take a shot here or there.
May not be a bad idea as the Coyotes are 1st and 10 from the 36. Now, I mean, the Coyotes going to have to get a first down. You know, a couple first downs at least. And that's going to be, that's not Lujan. That's actually Rodriguez.
It is. And just 1 yard for Rodriguez. And just letting the clock tick away here. Likely run it down inside of 5.
Yeah. So I'm just sorry, Coach, for the pause. I'm kind of just looking at the line here, how they're lined up. 2nd down and 9. So let's see if Lynn will pass here on 2nd down. No, he decides to go ahead and hand it off to Rodriguez again, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, about
boy, do you see the speed on that kid? I mean, he stops, he moves, and I mean, just he explodes off the ball awfully quick.
And the defender was going for the ball there, as they should be doing right now. And if that's not the case, I think he has a chance to break that, because he had to kind of slow up, get both hands on the ball, and make sure that he maintained possession. Otherwise, that one had a chance to go a long way.
Only a sophomore. And a lot of big things for that young man in the near future. 1st down and 10 from the 47. And there is another running play. And, boy, I tell you what, he's hitting the hole again hard.
Yeah. Going to give him 4 or 5.
I think it's 1, 2,
I think it's 5.
3, 4, 5. It's in between, but go ahead and give him the extra half yard, and we'll round that off to 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 5.
He needs to get 9 yards, 9 more yards, because if he does that, he'll be over 200 for the game.
Well, let's just go ahead and give it to him then, and maybe score.
Yeah. I'm fine with handing it to him 2 more times on these next 2 plays.
Well, why not?
Here's the pitch.
And he'll have another first down, and he slides, and that's smart.
Staying in bounds. Getting the first down, 6 yards of the 9 he needed.
And he's over 200 yards now, but how?
No, so it needs 3 more yards.
3 more yards. Okay, but how? That's a heads-up play right there.
For a 16-year-old kid.
Yes.
Or maybe a 15-year-old kid.
Well, it's very possible.
Probably more likely that he's 15. Yeah, you'd love to see that from a young player.
The IQ of that young man.
But why aren't they moving the chains? Do we have a flag?
I didn't see a flag. That's not saying there wasn't one.
I just don't know why they're not moving the chains.
Well, they're having a talk with the white team here, the Roswell Coyotes.
They're going to take the play if there's a question.
So there was a flag.
No, they take the penalty.
Whatever that was, I don't know.
Well, and it was 15 yards, so it's unsportsmanlike on Goddard. They're going to say it was after the play, so the play will count. He will still be at 197 yards on 15 carries. And the Coyotes will have that same first down, just 15 yards down the field.
Well, let's see if you just go to that toss to the right side if you can. They've been working the short side of the field most of the game. Let's see if it works out again. And that's going to be Rendon Duran with the carry.
Well, let's put him back in. They probably don't know how many yards he has.
All right, looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Yep, Goddard calls timeout.
All right, we'll take one too. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Stock FM.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
All right, welcome back to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Stock FM. Timeout taken by Goddard, and Goddard will have only one left. Kind of confusing me there. I'm used to the home team.
You know, they'll have the selection show on TV tomorrow night around news time, probably around 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
And so, we're just talking about the seating and selection committee. Not sure exactly what time that's going to be tomorrow night, but I think you should probably have results by, I think you said news time, 6, 7 o'clock. 2nd down and 8 for the Roswell Coyotes. They're going to try to strip the ball if they can, but looks like Luke Lynn will just take it himself here. He's at the 20-yard line and just slides. You could probably try to get the first down, but
yeah, just lean in and get those extra 3 yards.
So now you're 3rd and
that's the confidence he has, though, Coach.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He knows they'll get 3 yards here, and if they don't, they'll probably go for it anyway.
Yeah, 3rd down and probably about 2 or 3. We'll call it 3rd and 3.
Coach Lynn's going to use the timeout here after the play clock runs down to 1. Will be his first timeout, just making sure he gets all his money's worth on the play clock here.
All right, so let's pay some bills. We'll be right back. Another commercial taken. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
As we're back here at the Wool Bowl, 2:54 left. 3rd down and 3 for the Roswell Coyotes. Coyotes took their first time out. Goddard with only 1. And east side of the Wool Bowl, they're just jumping around.
They are. Some people making for the exits because it's always fun leaving the stadium after a Roswell Goddard game.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it might take you a couple hours, but it's always fun. All right, so Kyle's back on the field after a timeout taken. Luke Lynn at quarterback. They're going to utilize that clock as much as possible here. The clock will not start till the snap. There is the pass to Allen Ingram. And
will not get it.
Will not get it. So 4th down and probably a long one, maybe 2. But there's going to be another timeout taken by Goddard. We'll take one too. Coyote football, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KSVPTV.com.
Hey guys, Aaron Dishman, your general sales manager down here at Roswell Ford. Check it out. We're in the 4th quarter. That means Ford is pushing the incentives hard. Guys, right now, get 3.9% financing for 72 months and up to $7,500 off the MSRP on a brand new 2025 F-150. Come down, take a look here at Roswell Ford, and let us hook you up today.
Score game-winning deals only at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main in Roswell.
Good. All right, we are back. 35-21, 2:43 left. Now the Goddard Rockets out of timeouts now as they stop the clock. Coyotes with 2. Now, different scenarios here, Coach. The Roswell Coyotes, could you just give it to Luke Lynn? Do you give it to Rodriguez, or do you go into victory formation?
Yeah, it's a little, well, you don't go into victory on 4th down here.
Not on 4th down if they get the first down.
Yeah, no, you definitely do that if you get these 2 yards. I don't know if they can go to victory. They might have to run a play or 2.
Well, I can just give it to Rodriguez up the middle, do a toss sweep or whatever. And
I like toss.
Yeah, here. Toss, get the first down for sure, and maybe even get one more score.
If you're going between the tackles, I would go to the line quick and just let Luke get the 2 yards that way, leaning forward. If you're not going to do that, I don't like running Rodriguez up the middle. If you're running Rodriguez, I want to pitch it to him hand it to him quick, get him the ball in a little bit of space.
Needs 3 yards, right?
He needs 2.
2 yards. All right.
4th and 2.
Well, I don't think he's in now. I think that's Durant.
Yeah. Is it? I think it's Lujan.
It might be. It is Lujan.
They pitched to
So Lujan is going to be close.
I don't think he got it. Depend on the spot.
Well, there was the toss, as we mentioned, but it might be a turnover on downs.
Boy, that.
Short of the first down.
You know, originally I had the score at 35-21, but I was...
and you changed it.
I changed it, yep. I think you and I talked about that.
So Lujan needed 2, got 1. Got about 1.5, actually. I'll tell you what, that spot should have been a first down.
It's awfully close, isn't it? All right, so first down and 10 for Goddard from the 18. They're going to try to go to Castillo, I'm certain of that. And that's going to be almost an interception again by Aranda, I believe. No, that time it's not. It's, is that number 28? No.
It's Frescas.
Frescas, yeah.
And then Nate Lujan, not usually a defensive player, but in here in this obvious passing situation, nearly makes the diving catch off the tip. So I was surprised to see him in there. I'm trying to think. He doesn't play a whole lot of defense, but obviously coach wants him in here in this situation.
All right, second down and 10. There's Castillo up the middle again, and it's going to be caught and dropped and fumbled. Are they going to call it an incomplete pass?
They should.
And I think they should. You're right.
Negating the McMath touchdown. And it was Nate Lujan who knocked that ball out.
Yeah.
So little upset he didn't get that extra half yard there.
Third and 10, so I'm still saying they're going to try to find Castillo down here at the bottom of your screen. Aranda.
Well, I would have tried before now.
Well, sure. But David Frescas now is over there with Aranda. And throw that over again, and it's going to be Cobb, but not enough for a first down.
Nate Lujan.
Kyle Mosquito with the catch. Now we approach the 2-minute mark. Fourth down and 10. And now they're going to try to throw that over to Castillo again, and he just catches it. No, it's going to be drop pass, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Roswell Coyotes will take over from the 18-yard line.
Great coverage by Frescas and Anaya. As they knew exactly where it was going, they were ready for it, able to get in there and break it up. And now,
one play?
Well, the play clock, you know, it's a 25-second play clock here because of the turnover. But it looks like they're getting in victory. So they have it figured out that they can just kneel 3 times.
Well, and I hope I hope everybody does the right thing here and doesn't do anything crazy. All right, so that's gonna. There's the clock. That was a long tick there.
Yeah, but with no timeouts.
Yeah, you can still run one more play is what it looks like, right? So you have 40.
No, I'm saying that if they nail 4 times, the clock will stop on a change of possession, and they can't get rid of the whole clock here. So this by about, well, no, by quite a bit.
All right, so the Roswell Coyotes 35-21. We're under 60 seconds now, and the Coyotes will win this ball game. This will be the 11th consecutive regular season victory as everybody is just in the huddle saying, hey, take it easy, make sure things are done correctly. You guys are both in the playoffs. Nobody gets hurt here.
And they need to let this go all the way down.
Yeah.
If it gets below 30 seconds, and it will. As soon as the game clock gets below 30, then this will do it. And there it is.
All right, so.
And the backflip.
And that's by Owen Ingram. All right, so the Coyotes officially will win this ball game with a score of 35-14. 35-21. Coach, I was looking at your score. I'm sorry. Look at that. One touchdown close. We're real close, both of us. So
yeah, we were.
35-21. I beg your pardon. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Talk FM, Coyote football.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable Sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Experience. The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online, BobReedPestControl.com, or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, welcome back to Coyote football. Coyotes win 35-14 to close out the regular season. But, Coach, before we talk about anything more, do you have any statistics for us?
I do. I have 5 extra point attempts by Ben Vera, all of them good. I have 2 punts for Nicholas Anaya for a total of 76 yards. No punt returns, 4 kick returns in the game. Rendon Duran had 2 for a total of 41 yards. Isaac Gonzalez had a run back of 29 yards. And Nate Lujan had 1 for 20 yards. Defensively, it was a very impressive game for this defense. They were led by Cannon Ramage, who I had unofficially 10 tackles, 5 of those for loss, including a sack. Next up was Jonathan Ellis coming back after missing the last 2 games. He had 7 tackles, 3 of those for loss with a sack and a fumble recovery. Then we had Nick Anaya. He had 4 tackles. Joaquin Bolaños added 3, including 2 of those for a loss. 2 tackles each for Shane McMath and Nathaniel Lujan. David Gauman, 3 tackles, including 1 for a loss. Isaiah Ronda and Kyle Williams each chipped in with 1. 1 tackle each also for Pat Tarin and David Frescas. Frescas' tackle was for a loss. He also had an interception in the game. Tarin broke up 1 pass. And Gabe Villegas, 2 tackles, 1 for a loss. And Jadrian Garcia, 1 tackle. That was on special teams. Offensively for the Coyotes, I don't think they knew. Otherwise, they would have given in the ball 1 more time. But Luis Rodriguez, 15 carries, 197 yards, and 48-yard touchdown. And that's after going for 160-something last week, I believe. Right. I mean, he's been unbelievable these last 2 weeks. Brendan Durant, 2 carries for 7. Olin Ingram, 1 carry for 8. Nathaniel Lujan, 3 carries for 19, including a touchdown. And Luke Lynn, 9 carries, 48 yards, and 2 scores. Throwing the ball tonight, Luke, not many attempts, just 8 of 14 for 95 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. It was Nathaniel Lujan with 2 catches for 11 yards. Noah Estrada, 2 catches for 18. Isaac Gonzalez, 2 catches for 7 and a touchdown. And leading receiver tonight, Olin Ingram, 3 catches for 60 total yards and a touchdown.
All right, there you have it. Your statistics for tonight's contest between the Roswell Coyotes and the Goddard Rockets. Excuse me, Roswell winning the contest 35-14. As for the Goddard Rockets now will fall to 6-4 on the year, 4-3 in district play. As for the Roswell Coyotes, the Coyotes 7-3 on the year, 6-1 in district play, will be the runner-up in the district, as the Artesia Bulldogs will win the district. But everyone, the 2 seed, yeah, for sure. The Roswell Coyotes should have the 2 seed, but everybody now will await the seating and selection committee, which should be tomorrow night. The results should be, I would say, by 6 to 7 o'clock tomorrow night. But we'll see what happens. But yes, Roswell and Goddard, I think it's safe to say that they will be Roswell in the 4 spot for sure. I'm going to say Roswell will be in the 2 spot for sure. I think Goddard, you say, will be in the 4 spot at least, but I think they'll fall to the 5 at least.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens tomorrow night. Stay tuned. You can go to the New Mexico Activity Association for the results, and you can also go to Max Preps. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald will close it out from the Wool Bowl. Safe travels back to your destination, and it's always a great day to be a Coyote. Have a good night.
That concludes this presentation of sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com. Coyote football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Loppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Thanks for tuning into this special broadcast. We now return you to your regular scheduled program.
Now on Amazon.